DVD as well. Liam snuck it in there, so that's available on the website as well. If you are getting your endless loo, might be worth popping that in your basket. Okay, thank you so much for your company. Stay exactly where you are though, because Zena and Nadia are going to be taking you through till 4. We'll see you later on.
Good morning, jewellery makers. How are y'all? It's the final day of beading week. Ah, boo. But don't you worry, we're going to celebrate. We're going to bow out in style. Yay! And there is nobody more stylish, nobody more fabulous
than Paul Demirs.
Well, yes, I mean, there's that, yes. I mean, not taking that away from you, Paul. You're looking good. You're looking good. Then our lovely Linda Brumwell.
Good morning.
How are you doing, honey?
Yes, I'm doing really well, thank you. Yes,
No,
I'm back again after a fabulous workshop on Zoom yesterday. I know you popped in.
I did get that.
And I was really nervous when we sort of kicked off, but then it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Modern technology, honestly, it's so good, isn't it?
I mean, it's hilarious as well, because when you're working with somebody in their own homes, obviously you get little bits and bobs that are going on in daily life.
I like that.
And it's brilliant.
Any pets or children interrupt?
Yes, exactly. And I just thought, you know, I loved it. This is fabulous.
Yeah, wonderful that we can still all stay communicated. I mean, obviously unprecedented times at the moment.
Exactly.
So we can't run the actual workshops here at Ivy House as much as we would love to. But yeah, we can still definitely stay connected. We can stay connected. Connected through the likes of Zoom. Yeah, now we have, like I said, we are going to bow out in style of your International Beading Week, because we have got another very, very exciting, and it was always going to be a cracker, wasn't it, for the final day. Very exciting bead launch. I saw these being photographed yesterday, as I just said on my Facebook Live, and you know when you do a double take of something, literally, and I see a lot of beads on a daily basis, a lot of beads, literally double take. It's like, ooh, when are they for? They're the launch tomorrow, Al. Linda, these are gorgeous. They're coming up at 9 o'clock, and they're little, like little donut rings.
They are. They're like little. What's that special donut that we all Krispy Kreme?
Krispy Kreme, the very naughty ones.
Yes, but they've got that same beautiful shape. You know, that lovely rounded shape. They're absolutely exquisite. I have no idea how you would make something like this.
No.
It's I was saying to you a few minutes ago, it's very Moreno glass-esque.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful sheen and clarity to the glass, and the colours are just phenomenal.
They really are beautiful, really, the colours.
Really are,
yeah, I totally agree.
And I mean, in the sunlight, wow.
Yeah.
It's like they're like stained glass windows.
They are.
The colours.
Yeah, it's a great description.
Yeah.
And I looked at them and I was thinking straight away, I was like, do you know, I mean, they could go into every single medium that you can think of.
Definitely.
Every single medium. So they are coming up, being launched at 9 o'clock this morning, Jewellery Makers. We also have brand new amber. Oh, and they are lovely, aren't they?
Beautiful.
So we've got amber slices, which are gorgeously graduated. Really simple in terms of the actual idea, but such an elegant look. We have the bi-coloured amber and sterling silver. So if you want the pendants, if you want the matching earrings, we've got the whole components that you need. We've got some beautiful Santa Maria aquamarine. We've got some amazing graduated aquamarine. We've got Praise-Light green amethyst coming up as your early bird, and we have topaz. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But one thing Linda and I do love is a very interactive show, so do message in, come and say hello to us. Our fabulous crew, Paul on camera. We've got lovely Ollie directing us today. There he is. There he is. Tom. Ooh, 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 ooh. I can't get as deep as he can. And I can't talk as deep as you. Do you? behave. And then also behind the scenes, keeping us all together, it's Mr. Neary! There he is. Right, it's going to be hot today, so I suggest you get yourself a fan, get yourself comfortable, and let's get jewellery making, and let's get started with our early bird. I think a waffle. I think we've just established that I waffle. Yeah, probably true. It is probably true. Okay. This is absolutely beautiful. You're so right, Tom. Stunning. I've always been a massive advocate of Praiselite, also known as green amethyst, especially for what we bring you here at JewelleryMaker, because it has some of the most exquisite clarity that you could possibly wish for in any quartz family member. Now, quartz comes, you can have clear quartz, of course. You can have rose quartz, you can have your amethyst, you can have ametrine. This is green amethyst, like I said, also known as vermarine, praiselite, or simply green quartz. It forms, more often than not, when you actually look at your amethyst, it can be very, very heavily included. But when you find opportunities like this, which have exquisite clarity, what it does with light is almost magical. It kind of gives you this illusion of, I don't know, like migration, like the actual light inside is dancing around. When this gemstone, it has a perfect colour, it has a wonderful delicate grass green. Yesterday we had, of course, your peridot, which is the complete opposite end of the colour spectrum. This is all about delicacy, soft, gentle, pastel colours. And then, of course, placed into the hands of a master lapidurist that has actually then brought to you all this added brilliance in that wonderful faceting. Now, we have a limited quantity, soft, gentle grass greens. The graphics are already live, and we are going to start our finale show, not ever, obviously, but of International Beading Week, with a truly outstanding early bird deal. Don't forget that if you spend £50, you are entered into that prize draw where you could possibly receive that box full of goodies, loads and loads and loads of JM beading goodies. Signed goodies are actually popped in there as well, amongst many other things. So with a £50 purchase in that day, are you ready? I mean, imagine this alongside something that's absolutely beautiful, like, I don't know, delicate pearls, or maybe some morganite, or maybe some of your Santa Maria Aquamarine that's coming up a little bit later on. Believe it or not, I find it amazing when we're looking at our green amethyst jewellery makers, you know, I look at it and go, okay, yeah, I always talk about the clarity here, but actually it's a type 2 gemstone, so it's actually expected to have internal inclusions. Look how few inclusions you're actually seeing within this beautiful strand, and it's a long strand as well, Linda.
It is 30 centimetres, yeah. It's, you know, there are a few green gemstones, aren't there? And I actually find with all green gemstones, say emerald, it's got a special green.
Yeah.
Chrome dioxide has got a special green. Prehnite has got a special green. Praiselite has this special green, and they're all completely individual.
Yeah.
So that, you know, if you know anything at all about gemstones, you'll know immediately what stone that is. The clarity of that particular strand at that, you know, for that price, the clarity really, it should be 4 times that
Oh,
price.
absolutely. I mean, this is a gemstone that you actually find. Excuse me, I was just adjusting my chair. I felt like I had my chin on the desk. So yeah, that kind of quality you see and you find in finished pieces of jewellery.
Totally.
For very high price tags.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, to be honest, this green amethyst is one of the, I don't like to say the word forgotten gemstones, but it's one of those that, you know...
It's in the shadows slightly.
Yeah, it's in the shadows.
And it shouldn't be, because it has that really beautiful, delicate... It's, like you say, totally different. It's got a really unique, delicate...
It's completely delicate, which means it will merge beautifully with other gemstones, whether they are bright or whether they are... I mean, you imagine that with some rainbow fluorite.
Oh, gorgeous.
You know,
oh,
amethyst, citrine.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of a gemstone it's not going to work with.
No, absolutely. Well, our JewelleryMaker customers are absolutely loving it. It's brand new. It's never been on your screens.
Stunning.
And how many did we have, Tom? Okay, we had quantity, however, a lot of you are taking this opportunity to multi-buy, and I think that's really savvy shopping because, you know, we don't actually get green amethyst, praise light, whichever one you want to call it, on it that frequently. And again, just remember the fact that actually it's a gemstone which, like your emerald, ironic that Linda actually mentions emerald, is expected to have inclusions. Very, very, very few inclusions here. Well done, I'm going to leave it with you because we've got much to bring you today. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Let's do last of stock. Okay. I'm surrounded. Why do I feel really like I'm really scrunched down today? I feel like I'm really scrunched down in my chair. It's all a bit weird. Hang on, pop that there. Let me just bring you a board. There we go. Last of stock was only 2. Oh, goodness me. That really is last of stock. Right, okay.
Wow.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. There's 2 of these available. Beautiful 925 sterling silver Stardust beads. You've got them in the different sizes, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It's 100 in total. Use that with your Praiselite. I mean, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Bring you that wonderful Italian pave luster without a single carat. Or fraction of a carat of diamonds. It's all down to the actual texturing of the sterling silver. Now there's 3 of you for the final 2. Well done. Do you know, every morning, every single morning, Wayne says to me, fast and pacey, how fast and pacey? Am I slow then? Am I slowing down? Am I slowing down? I feel like I'm slowing down. 925 sterling silver. Now we've got prong setting coming up this afternoon on our masterclass, haven't we? So we'll need your sterling silver wire, and certainly on the back of yesterday's show where we had those beautiful Malawi garnets.
Oh goodness, yes.
An insane chunk by paradise. You'll need your sterling silver. Now this is your 0.25 wire, so you use this for, am I right in saying, your delicate weaving and your anchoring?
Yeah, and when you remember the fact that micro-faceted gemstones will have that sort of very small
point.
So it's absolutely perfect for
So
that.
if you wanted to
and
use
it's incredibly malleable as well.
Yeah.
So because it's malleable, there's no wastage.
No, you can literally do your wrap loop and have a little section if you want. Okay, moving on. Head pins. Gorgeous head pins in 925 sterling silver in your 3 different colours. Oh, these are lovely. So they're actually much. They're not featherweights, and they're not. They seem to me like they're in between size. So again, it's about having the gauges to go through the different gemstones.
These since we've had these in, I've used them a lot. They're absolutely brilliant, again for the micro-faceted.
Yeah, perfect.
And they've got that little bob on the end that's just in proportion to the head pin, and therefore in proportion to your micro-faceted tiny ones.
It's a little flat.
Yeah.
So it's going to actually disappear within the design to give you that lovely little pop of luster across the surface. Yeah, they're in between, not a featherweight. They're not like a normal thickness of your head pin. Really versatile, and that does make a difference in terms of jewellery making. You need to have those different gauges, and we're just having an issue with our graphics a minute, so just keep on dialing through, everybody. So all this, come on Elle, come on Tom, come on Tom, what are you doing with your graphics? Oh, it's that lore, isn't it? It's that lore, Tom.
Yeah.
But there's 100 of each of these colours, and I know the conversation that we had, certainly I had with Sheila the other day as well, how desperate you all are for head pins.
Absolutely. Head pins, you can go. In fact, if I open a packet of head pins out of a findings pack, you know, I can't get my hat on how quickly I'll go through those head pins, and I'll go through them in a heartbeat, and then I'm looking for more. So it's always a good idea to keep findings in your stash.
Yeah.
Because you will whistle through them.
You do whistle through them. Right, I think we're having issues with the graphics, but I can tell you they're available on the web, or speak to our call centre. $19.95 for 300 of your 925 precious metal sterling silver head pins in the yellow gold, in the rose gold, and in the white, if you like. So 300 head pins in total. Do you want me to stay here, or what do you want me to do, Tom? Okay. So we'll stay here. We'll stay here. Let me show you about the again. Let's just show you the beads that we've actually got coming up. Now, would you use? Obviously not with the big O's because it's just going to breeze through the centre. But you know, I've noticed that you've used smaller seed beads in the kits alongside the O. Stop calling them O's. The donut-shaped rings. Yeah. So would this work with the kits?
Absolutely. I mean, you say because it's got these don't have a drill hole. They've got this 4mm centre hole in the glass bead. But then on a lot of the designs I've done here, and I'll show you a bit closer up later on, I've actually used head pins with the little stopper on the end, and I put it in through the 4mm hole and then sort of brought it back over the ring and then just twisted it around the stopper, so that we've got a connection there, and then brought it back and then continued through with a wrap loop.
Should we give them a round of applause?
Yeah. We're back.
We're back. Not $59.95, $19.95. We can't physically crash the price because it is under £20 for 300 of your essential precious metal findings. Well done. Okay. We're back up and running. Now, these are like gold dust, literally. So anybody that does their knotting, anybody that does French wire, anybody that does standard beading, these are called your end tips, or also known as wire guardians. They're like little horseshoes, aren't they? 100 in total. Did I say that wrong? Oh, I beg your pardon, you get 100 in total. Oh, sorry if I said that wrong. In the head pins in the previous auction. Right, you're getting 20 of these. Like I said, they look like little horseshoes. And basically they really add longevity to your pieces. Now, Ollie is just showing you here. Can you see at by the clasp? Now, that's the area that probably has the most stress in terms of, workability. If that were a silk, for example, I mean, you can use it with everything, but if it were a silk is a natural fibre. And it's a soft fibre which can gradually wear. So actually rather than having a full-on bend and rubbing against the precious metal, this follows a gully through the actual end tip, and it looks professional. And like I said, it really adds to the length of your jewellery wear. $5.95 only. Loads you darling through. They are. Look at this one. He's having a little jiggle around, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Calm down now. Calm down. $5.95. These are very popular, aren't they?
They're absolutely great for finishing off in a professional way.
Yeah.
You know, and let's face it, if we can, we like to.
Oh, absolutely. Because you're all. What number? Sorry. You all pay attention to detail, don't you?
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's really important.
Sticking with the sterling silver, just pop some of your beautiful glass rings.
Absolutely.
The new bead launch, I think that would look stunning. Oh, it's a lovely sterling silver chain. Look at this. So it's described as a popcorn chain. It's in terms of its actual thickness, it's one of the most heavyweight of your precious metal chains. Gives you wonderful fluidity. Italian-made popcorn chain. Yeah, if you love your chains to undulate, then definitely look no further. 20 inches, so it's going to sit sort of mid-decolletage depending on your build, obviously. $9.95 only, and a lot of precious metal. Very contemporary. These tend to be popular with the younger generation, well, all generations to be truthful. And I mean, I have the popcorn chain in different lengths, and literally I've just got like a Swarovski charm on mine. Yeah,
the Pandora-esque charms look beautiful, don't they, on them, just the one. But it's a standalone chain as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it will look stunning with the amber that you've got coming up. In fact, ideal opportunity for me to give you a little sneaky peek. See, there's the bail. Can I hold this? Can I hold this? There's the actual amber bail. Yeah, and then literally you're gluing your bi-coloured amber drop, suspend it from your popcorn chain, job done, job done. Okay, moving on. Gold dust, Tom says. Oh, it is. So you need these if you've got your wire end tips, because they work perfectly together. Oh, and also, can I just say, it's probably one of the most satisfying things that you can actually handle.
Yeah, it's very tactile.
It is, isn't it?
Very.
It's really soft. Now basically what you're looking at is called French wire. It's a very, very, very fine gizmo coil. Very, very fine gizmo coil. Now you would use this maybe instead of or as well as if you want your wire end tips. So it does the same thing as a wire end tip, doesn't it?
It does. It sort of protects that area of the piece of jewellery near the clasp that does get the most wear and tear. But it's also got loads of other sort of usages, as if you see what I mean. I mean, I would not like to have to gizmo 20 lengths of that with a 0.25 wire. I'd be there forever and a day. But then it's already done for you, and if you actually stretch it and open it, and then simply roll it in your palm like that, you get most beautiful little bird's nest beads.
Little sterling silver bird's nest beads.
Really lovely.
Because it is, and if I won't extend it fully because if I do, you can't put it back. But can you see it's a really, really tight coil? Yeah. So when you actually, if you're using it to finish off your jewellery, you're probably going to use about 1 centimetre at the end. But yeah, if you're using it as Linda was suggesting, they do make really gorgeous sterling silver, silver plated in this case, sorry. Beads, I love that. £4.95, so you're getting 20 lengths, and that's 12 inches in each length. It's going to go a long, long way. But whenever we actually bring it to air, it always flies out the door. And I think personally, rather than having maybe a bit of silk or beading thread visible, which might not actually be the same colouring as maybe your clasp, you know, just literally feed it into this and it's disappeared.
And also, it's if you want to make a fairly contemporary, earring, then you could put your head pin through
the centre.
The centre, and just have a little dangle on the end of the head pin, and then you've got that detail around the head pin.
Yeah, lovely. Really nice. Very popular, and they always are. There's tons of you again on the web and on the phone lines for this, but I mean, I've actually haven't got a huge amount of French wire. I've probably got 1 or 2 pieces in the different colours, and I use it a whole lot. You know, how often do we talk about simple stacker style bracelets? You're going to use a couple of centimetres if you make those, or you don't have to, but it does make a difference, I think, in terms of the actual finish. Necklaces, you can actually cut these into little sections to use them as little spaces as well.
Yeah,
that looks quite nice. Now these are last of stock jewellery makers, and under £5 they are flying out the door. 20 pieces that you're actually getting in total. But it's not, forget, it is a wire. So for those of you that are actually thinking, can I incorporate this into wire work? Yeah, definitely, because you know sometimes our wire workers literally just wrap a wire to give it a texture. That's effectively what this is.
Exactly. Yeah,
so you could literally feed that wire on there. Busy, 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 busy. Jewellery makers, you are 35 minutes away from a brand new bead, and it is stunning. Stunning. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, a bundle of DVDs. So we have here, we have ombre flower bracelet and necklace. So using, I'm a flower, thank you. Thanks. A nice flower, I hope. Good, that's all right then. With Kleshner, you have bow and candy beads, so with your seed beads in different shapes as well. You have your peyote stitches just here, and you also have Hubble. How to hubble.
How to hubble.
Which is a particular style of stitch. So you're looking at here approximately 4 hours worth of tutorials. Teaching you, walking you and talking you through different techniques that, I mean, I don't learn that quickly. I'm one of those people that I have to repeat the process multiple times over before it actually sort of sinks into my brain. I'm not a fast learner at all. So with DVDs, you know, if you think, okay, maybe the workshop's on for me because I'm not quite at that grade, build your confidence with DVDs, because you can stop and start them, can't you?
Definitely. And if you've got it, the DVD at home, should you see inspired by something, you know, online or something like that, and you think, oh, what could, oh, there's a DVD that JM do.
Exactly.
You know, so it's quite a nice idea at these prices to get a little DVD library.
Absolutely.
Going on, and determine yourself to use it.
Yes.
Because you will learn from that.
You do, absolutely, and those techniques is not normally just specific to actually be seed beading in this case. You could use those into normal beading. You could use them with your micro gemstones. You can use them with all sorts.
Exactly.
So.
This is what we were discussing yesterday on the workshop, that, you know, any technique, basically the technique you can then grow with and alongside other mediums.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, £7.66. Well, I can tell you for certain this one's not meant to be that price.
Nope.
Let alone all four. If you've got one of them, then maybe gift it. I've also seen them on those auction sites, but you know, because our DVDs do actually sell out very, very quickly. You know, and they all around the world in actual fact. So yeah, if you've got one and you're duplicating it, not only that, DVDs do get scratched from time to time. So it's always worthwhile having a bank, if you like.
Absolutely. I mean, out of those 4 DVDs there, I think the peyote one is definitely worth investing in, because I know that they're there, the 4 of them, but that peyote stitch, if you're thinking about seed beading, then that was the first stitch I did.
Yeah.
And it gives you a lot of confidence, because the peyote stitch can be used even peyote, odd peyote, and it really does give you a good start into understanding seed beading.
It's one of the more basic.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to say basic, but one of the first.
It's a
techniques.
great backdrop. Yeah.
Yeah. What number? Oh, it's star by time. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All sterling silver in a star by. Okay, jewellery makers. Anybody that knows me knows that I harp on, wax lyrical about spacer beads. I'll talk about them till the cows come home, because I really do think that a spacer brings so much more than just space in jewellery. They punctuate. They draw your attention to maybe a focal piece. They add to the amount of creations that you can actually get out of one specific strand. But also they give you the opportunity to say, oh yes, this is 925 sterling silver, a precious, rare commodity in itself. Now, they are like gold dust though, because lots of people have the same mentality as I do. There are 18 of these available, and you're getting a big bundle of different varieties. So I'm going to start with, and ironic actually, Linda, that you talk about sort of the bird's nest. Oh, I mean, these are so much, they are stylised, of course, but they have that really beautiful texture.
Yeah, filigree, aren't they?
You're getting 2 of these very Swarovski-esque cubic zirconia 925 sterling silver spacers here with the popcorn chain. They'd be amazing, but also alongside the bead launch that's coming up with Linda. You are getting 925 sterling silver traditional 2mm beads. You're getting some of your really beautiful, these are more angled than maybe a sort of a Stardust round. You've actually got more of a donut-like shape, so again, perfect along the bead launch. Got those, very limited. And last but by no means least, you also have, and if I turn this round, you've got a really beautiful coil sterling silver spacer. So, I mean, you think about it, just popping one of those on top of a pearl is going to create added texture and added luxury. You think about just a simple strand of, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, something like your beautiful topaz, which is coming up a little bit later on. If you want to make a suite of jewellery, then adding 925 sterling silver to it is going to give you that capability. Yeah, these are very, very, very high end in terms of the actual collection, and you've got a a substantial amount of your precious metal in total. So yeah, you will never find a person, I don't think, who advocates spacer beads more than I do. And the fact that they are so much more than just a space in your jewellery making and design. Awesome deal for you at £39.95. You are getting 48 pieces, but all with differences. These are very much our luxury spacer beads, I think you'd all agree. And the fact that you have actually got textures, you've got designs, you've got craftsmanship in actually the actual workmanship of the 925 sterling silver. You've got even added cubic zirconia in there in those too. I mean, imagine just one of those on that popcorn chain. One of those on that popcorn chain. Surely, if you went into somewhere like Links of London, you'd be talking about. Do you want me to do it? I do actually have. If you miss out on that, I do have this metre long length of chain. So let's have a play, shall we? So let's pop. Oh, fingers and thumbs, Linda. This is why I'm definitely never going to be a guest designer. Look how simple that is, firstly. And look how beautiful that is.
It looks. It's stunning, isn't it?
But I want to add to that. So I'm just going to take that off for a second. I'm going to choose one of my favourite colours of your spacers. The new rings, rather, that are coming up. I'm going to go with this gorgeous rose golden green. I'm going to pop that spacer on there. Look how simple this is. This is just really basic. I am a very, very, very basic jeweller. Jewellery maker, rather. Here we go. Let's have a little look. What do we think to that?
It's lovely.
It looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
And it's so unusual. I mean, I personally have never seen a piece of jewellery like that.
No. And it's so wearable, really beautifully wearable.
That is meant as a compliment.
Okay,
yes.
okay, yeah. I don't know. It's just something.
I've never seen a piece of jewellery like that.
Yeah, it's interesting. The chain. Should we do that next, jewellery makers? Because again, this is a beautiful design. It's an infinity link. So anybody seen the infinity motif? It's like a figure of 8, and basically it represents endless, constant. It's completely endless. And now we'll bring it to you. Sorry, I'm just trying to put these away so Tom Neary doesn't shout at me. He never shouts. You never shout, do you, Neary?
No.
He's too nice. He's too kind. There we go. Right, here we go. So you're getting a metre long length. You can customise it to the length that you wish, whether that be bracelet, necklace, earrings, whichever you wish. But let's show you that link that I was just raving about. So it's an infinity design, and they tessellate beautifully. So you'll have one sort of figure of 8 one way and one figure of 8 the opposite direction, which means it's always going to have that pop of lustre in sort of every, if you like, 5mm section. 1 metres of. Now I know what Tom's going to do with this, and it shocks me every single time, because I think for that amount of finesse and that amount of lustre, that amount of detail, that amount of craftsmanship, to be under £10 is absolutely incredible, don't you think? Don't you think?
It's incredible, absolutely.
For sterling
incredible.
silver.
Yeah, I mean, as I harp on a lot about when I first started making jewellery, that my chain, I used to go into our in Birmingham to the jewellery quarter and literally buy it by the inch, off reels, you know. So I mean, that was, in hindsight, that was a very clever way of selling it, to be honest.
By the inch.
Because if you looked at the inch and you say, oh well, that's 90p an inch, well, yeah, that's okay. But then by the time you've got a 16-inch chain, it's £16 nearly.
Exactly. It soon mounts up, doesn't it? It's the same as with ribbon, isn't it? When you go into the hobby shops and you actually, I'll have that one. You look at these prices, but you soon tot up. Yeah, I mean, I think these would be gorgeous if you just had like an opera length earring. So adding these to something like a shepherd hook and maybe a couple of your new beads that are being launched.
Yeah, I mean, look at the sparkle on that chain. It's just gorgeous.
Look at that. Oh, you make these lovely cascade necklaces with multiple layers, don't you, Linda? And I think, again, this would be absolutely beautiful.
Well, to be honest, you saying that, I'd like to have perhaps 2 or 3 of those chain lengths and literally turn that into one necklace. you know, it's very minimally graduated.
Oh, gorgeous. Down to the final few of these. They've been very popular, this chain. Now, it's certainly one of the most memorable chains for me because, like I said, they articulate, so you're always getting that beautiful amount of luster. I'll leave the final few there. Well done. Okay, let's bring you gorgeous gemstones. So alongside, very blue show today. We've got some really beautiful blue gems. Lapis lazuli with the spacer bundle that you just had, for example. Sterling silver looks amazing with lapis. An ancient gemstone dating back some 4,000 years. Often when you see these sort of opaque gemstones which have got a really strong colouring, they actually used it for the pigments itself, but they also have a really beautiful amount of your pyrite inclusions within the gem itself. Highly treasured. Massive fan of this gemstone was Cleopatra herself, and enormously historical. Classic 8mm rounds. I mean, like I said, you could just literally put this. Oh, you're looking at this is Michelangelo's painting. The blue just there was actually out of the pigment of this very gemstone itself. They actually crushed it down to get the actual blue colour, because actually here are, this is lapis lazuli that you're seeing itself within the mask. All lapis lazuli, so hugely, hugely historical. That's a lovely recording. I've never seen that before. No, never seen that. It's gorgeous. So literally pop that onto something really simple like knotting or stretchy bracelets, macrame, all of the above. I should be bringing this to you at £49.95. You are looking at the most historical location of source. Literally, Afghanistan was where it was first discovered, and still has the history behind this gemstone too. 200 carats you're actually getting for what? £8.95. Now there's different levels of lapis lazuli in terms of its quality. You're looking for that really beautiful, I always describe it as an Arabian blue. Do you see where I'm coming from with that? You know, because I always think about the Disney film Aladdin, you know, when they're on the magic carpet through the sky. It always reminds me, it's like, to me, they visualise lapis lazuli. You can actually see that beautiful colouring in the stars in the sky. Single figure price tag. Check out those baskets, one for gents and ladies, and you won't have to search too far to find historical pieces of jewellery and obviously modern pieces of jewellery included in lapis lazuli. Beautiful gemstone, wonderfully wearable gemstone. It's not too soft that you couldn't wear this on a daily basis. Welcome to all of our lovely new customers. It's lovely to have your company. My name's Elena and this is Linda. She's the awesome guest designer that is launching brand new beads today, which are beautiful. In fact, Linda, what do we think to those with the lapis lazuli?
Yeah, definitely. That gorgeous deep lapis blue will work really well. I mean, with every colour, because of that glass effect of the, well, it's not a glass effect, it is glass, of the beads would work beautifully. I mean, I would use those as probably as spacers.
Yeah, literally just pop them in between. And you get the dual sides on those new beads too, so it's going to look beautiful. With the CB bundle that you had a few moments ago. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Moving on to... I love this. Yeah, I launched this, I think, Tom, didn't I? Yeah, I knew it because I remember that moment first seeing it thinking, oh, that's perfect. I don't need to do anything complicated to this other than maybe, and this is not complicated, pop it on some elastic and wear it within a matter of 5 minutes. You have a selection, isn't it beautiful?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
These wonderful Marquise cabochons in genuine amber. Baltic region is often labelled true amber. Lots of people think that only amber from that location deserves that title. We know that you can get amber from different places, of course, but it has that terminology, I suppose. You've got a selection of the colours. I've only got 3. These flew out the door on the original launch. Lemon, cognac and cherry amber, totally, that's all Mother Nature's doing. The internal inclusions have been preserved there for millions of years. And then you have your 925 spaces dotted in between. Do you see where I'm coming from, jewellery makers? You don't need to do anything massively revolutionary. And you've just created very high-end bespoke jewellery. $29.95. See, when I first saw this, my reaction was that this was going to be, and I'm talking jewellery maker prices, that this was going to be something like £59. It's a lot of sterling silver that, yeah, right, Ollie, in this as well. So yeah, I was thinking 50 something pounds. I think that was when somebody asked me the question. That's what I said.
Easily, a lot more than that.
Outside of these four walls, you would be talking hundreds, probably, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, you would. Definitely. And look at that beautiful glow and that sheen. And then actually think about the journey that amber might have had.
What it's seen.
Yeah.
Ollie's just been doing some maths. He's like, okay, so if it's 20 centimetres, and it's like, okay, so you've got about 40 spacer beads. That alone, do you see how amazing that price tag is? Well done.
Incredible.
Well done, well done. Warren tips. I don't know why I had to say it like that. Just had to shout it. Warren tips. We will always stock these, but they always run out. Oops. I'm not great with these tweezers. Hang on. There we are. There we are. We'll get there eventually. And we had a limited quantity previously. Obviously, this was bought on a different SKU. The same product, the same idea. Literally, you have this gully that runs in that sort of in that bend. Two little crimps here that you squash, and that's what secures. And that's what secures your threading material. Hello, Ella. Morning, Tom. Lovely Linda and Elle and JM crew. Going to be a great show. Oh, it really is.
Hi,
it really is.
Hi, Ella. I hope you're well.
Oh, Christine's messaging. Hi, Christine. Linda, thanks for yesterday's workshop. It was great. I couldn't say thank you as the internet dropped out at the very end.
Oh.
More please, talented lady.
Oh, bless you, Christine. Thank you. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed every second of it. I was really sort of hanging on in there to try and make it last longer.
Oh, bless you.
But very aware of people.
And did you all have little coffee, little cups of tea,
Oh, yeah, we had a
breaks
10-minute break and we all came back.
Oh, nice. That's what was in your cup of tea? What was in your cup of tea?
It was
No, I've known Linda a while. I don't blame you, though. Why not?
Honestly, it was just really, really nice. It was like having your best friends in the room with you, doing the hobby that you absolutely thoroughly love. Everybody's like-minded, and we had a laugh as well. It was brilliant.
Jolly good. So don't think that, listen, we are still doing workshops. They're all done online though, so literally it's thoroughly interactive. And if you don't know how to do Zooms, I didn't either before lockdown, then Sarah Bingham will help you. Yeah, I didn't know how to do Zoom meetings. I didn't know how to do, what was the other one? There's another team. I've never done team before.
I've not heard of that one.
Yeah, I had a team meeting with the bosses whilst I was off, and then I had my first Skype. I've never Skyped before lockdown as well.
I've Skyped. I FaceTimed previous to lockdown, and and then during lockdown we were Skyping in the demos and things. But yesterday was my first Zoom as well.
First Zoom. There we go. Linda had a first Zoom yesterday.
I did.
Okie dokie. Right, moving on to. Oh, look at this, but I'd remember this, so I know it's new to me. I would remember with the final 12 from 200, I would remember this strand. Everything that,
Wow.
Goodness me. Now when we say that most desired Tanzanite blue, this is what we're talking about. It's a vanadium content rich enough to bring those beautiful, beautiful blues, but then secondary colours of almost like a purpleness to them. They actually do say, and Linda says this quite frequently as well, the colour of Elizabeth Taylor's eyes. That's the desired colour of Tanzanite.
It totally is, yes.
I can imagine her wearing this. I can totally imagine her wearing it. This is breathtaking. I've never seen it before. I have the final 12 of them available. I've got no clue what Tom is actually going to take it to. But yeah, I mean, that's incredible for Tanzanite. We know there's approximately 15 to 20 years left of 15 to 20 years is not long when you consider that some gemstones have been mined for thousands upon thousands of years. 15 to 20 years left of mining this gemstone. Also, we know that actually gaining access to this treasure is becoming more and more and more challenging. All of that adds to normally elevated price tags. But, you know, we like to buck the trend. I don't know how we do it, to be truthful, but there we go, $29.95. As my course been frozen, literally those of you that can, check out those baskets. Christine, collectors, Maggie, we've crashed the call screen. Here we go. Oh no, if I haven't. So shout them out to me, Tom. Collectors, anonymous collector, another collector there. Well done to you. Not these. Use them with the sterling silver spacer beads as well. If you're looking for Tanzanite with high intensity of saturation, then this is most definitely the strand for you. Well done. Stay where you are. I'll see you. I'll get you back in a. Okay. Beautiful blues. We've had lapis lazuli. You've had your Tanzanite. We can't not include this next amazing gemstone if we're having a blue lineup. The gemstone associated to love, commitment and relationships, it's Aquamarine. Okay, I'm just reminding myself, wow, these ones here, are you serious they're going to that price? Start dialing now, jewellery makers, because Aquamarine is one of those incredible gemstones that historically, well, it dates back to between 300 and 480 BC. Look at that, look how beautiful that is. No words needed. The gemstone which has long been associated with the sea itself. Aquamarine, the GIA right, is like a watery, has got fresh watery hues and looks like a cool plunge into a deep refreshing pool. Wow. The words of the GIA. It has been celebrated for its wonderful crystal blues and its gorgeous clarity. But Aquamarine, when it actually has a level of opacity, also boasts sincere beauty because it actually has a deeper, in my opinion, a deeper azure blue colour than what you would find with eye clean examples. Historically, it has had a long-term affiliation with the sea itself. This is a gemstone that sailors used to believe that if they threw it into the waters, it gave them a safe passage. It's a gemstone which marks the birth month of March, but also symbolises your 19th wedding anniversary. But not just to think, okay, well, I'll get it then on my 19th wedding anniversary. This is a gemstone which is believed to actually enhance one's love, certainly within a relationship itself. And all that makes sense when you consider that it was Aquamarine, prior to De Beers doing that hugely successful marketing campaign for Diamonds Are Forever and obviously making diamonds really the engagement stone. It's got competition now for sure, but this was the gemstone that we always gifted as a symbol of engagement. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love the fact that this is in that really gorgeous graduation, so literally simple restranding, using maybe your wire end tips and maybe a 925 sterling silver clasp. You've even had some lovely decorative spacer beads to make this go that little bit longer if you wanted it to. It's going to look absolutely breathtaking. Now, we are starting, bearing in mind, look at the carat weight, 170 carats of beautiful aquamarine for £33.95. I mean, this is a gemstones, particularly in this wonderful colour quality, and also with this level of opacity that I know Sarah Bennett favours in her own collections. This is a gemstone that you find in the likes of Monica Veneda, in the likes of Astley Clark, in many big jewellery house brands, because actually having those internal characteristics enhances that gorgeous summer's day sky blue. Not stopping here. We're going to do a significant, this is ridiculous, I'll ask the question again, are we really doing 170 carats of aquamarine of this quality for £11.95?
Whoa.
You're shocked, aren't you?
Slightly, just ever so slightly.
And this can be something that is super simple. Take you minutes to actually recreate into a finished piece of jewellery.
That was absolutely an astronomically crazy price. I mean, what I love about this is those slight. I mean, aquamarine is one of the beryl family, isn't
Yes.
it? And I'm seeing the shades there. You know, you've got a little bit of the green beryl tone and that coming. And I applaud that, because that looks like a strand of gemstone.
Oh,
to me,
totally.
because of all the different sort of slight changes in colour and ombre. It gives you texture and beauty.
Do you know, I bought, the last piece of jewellery actually I bought myself was a piece of Sarah, the reason why I mentioned Sarah Bennett collection, obviously we're now part of Gemporia brand, so we get a few incentives, shall we say, little perks. And I actually bought myself a Sarah Bennett necklace, which is pearls, Baroque pearls and aquamarine, and I wore it on Willow's birthday, and Jake was admiring. He was like, "Oh, that's a lovely necklace." And honestly, the aquamarine is so similar to what you're seeing on your screens right now.
Exactly.
Obviously it had pearls and precious metal in there as well, but really, really gorgeous, and I will wear that, I don't know how, over and over and over and over again.
Exactly.
This is brand new, it's never been on your screens before. You can use this with things like your silks, you can use it with your normal beading thread, you can use it with your Flexrite, pretty much every single threading material that you can possibly think of. I think personally is absolutely deserving of your precious metal. You know, if you wanted to just pop, I don't know, just a couple of those spaces maybe at the front of the decolletage. If you wanted to use maybe a little bit of your Stardust to add maybe, I don't know, a bit of Parve luster with your precious metal, it's going to absolutely work beautifully. Beautifully. Shall I put some of those gorgeous beads alongside? And you can imagine it then. Or the ones we're launching in an hour. Yeah, that's a good point. So choose a colour. Do we want multicolours, Linda? Gold, rose gold, titanium, silver or green?
I think the rose gold will look pretty beautiful.
The rose gold will look beautiful. I'm trying not to mix these kits up as well, so I'll just literally pop them alongside. So imagine those popped in between. Ah, yes.
I mean, those little glass rings, they will sit on top of the, if you wanted to make earrings, obviously you can use them like in the spacer form there, but you can also imagine that you just pop a head pin through the aquamarine, and then one of the glass rings, they'll just sit on top of
look
each
lovely.
other.
Just that little bit of added luster, added colour with the glass beads that are coming up, by the way, JewelleryMakers, in just under 10 minutes time. It's a brand new launch with our lovely Linda Brumwell, but it's time to show us what you've been up to. It's the Wall of Fame. Okay, right then, what have you been up to, JewelleryMakers? We love this part of the show. First up is Sheila Forbes. Ah, Sheila, that is amazing.
Wow.
It's a while since I've sent an entry into the Wall of Fame, but I just love this combination of citrine, gold-coated quartz, champagne shell pearls, and bronze Swarovski crystals. Oh, wow. Me too, Sheila, that's stunning. It's for my friend's birthday. I hope she likes it. Good luck to all, Sheila. Sheila, she's going to love that. That's absolutely incredible. Next is Helen Mansbridge. Hello to you, Helen. And she says, this is my second offering to the Wall of Fame. It's a suite of jewellery made from pink opal slices, silver hematite sources and black hematite faceted micro seed beads. Oh, it's stunning. I love faceted micro beads. They just add a little bit of sparkle to a piece. Lots of love, and that's from Helen. Helen, that's beautiful. What a sweet. Next is Christine Stonia. Hello, Christine. Oh, see that? You could do that with the Aquamarine that we've just had. Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you for the inspiration. Good morning to all my friends at JewelleryMaker. I haven't made much for a while, but I fell in love with these Amazonite, and I just had to use them. The necklace is made up of frosted Amazonite and plain Amazonite, silver spacer beads and clasp. The colour really pops on the frosted ones, and they feel so smooth. Lovely to see the guest designers back in the studio. Thank you all for being there through this pandemic. A win would be a great bonus, she says, and that's Christine Stonia. So Christine, fingers crossed for you, my little darling. That's beautiful. Next is Lorraine Silver. Gorgeous Lorraine. Here is my entry, silver plated wire and findings with white and pink shell pearl earrings and bracelet. I made them during Linda's Zoom session yesterday.
Oh, wow. Hi, Lorraine.
Yes. Oh, we were talking to Lorraine, weren't we? First time learning how to do wrap loops. See, I'm still
They're
not...
brilliant wrap loops. You've actually cracked your wrap loops there,
Yeah.
Lorraine. They're beautiful.
Perfect. Not all equal, but I will get better. I hope you like them, she says. Good luck to all, Lorraine. Next is Alison Griffiths. Oh, wow. Wow, Alison. Hi, all. Here's my entry to this week's Wall of Fame, where I've used the chrome dioxide nugget double strand that you sold for an unbelievable price lately. I've teamed it up with 2 black button pearls, sterling silver Stardust beads, and 1 black Tahitian pearl. Still currently shielding, and looks like my town will go into lockdown again. Oh, no. Not nice when you don't have a garden. Boo-hoo.
Oh.
Stay. She wrote that, by the way. Stay safe, all, and keep up the fabulous job you're doing. Without you, I think I'd go doolally. And that's Alison in Wrexham. Alison, well, you look after yourself, my darling. I know it's difficult. It is really difficult at the moment, unprecedented. But we've got each other, haven't we? Rachel Montgomery. Hi, all, lovely JM gang. Please find my entry to the Wall of Fame this week. All components from JewelleryMaker silver findings, multicoloured beryl, all for a complete suite. Been keeping myself busy whilst in isolation due to health problems. You guys have kept me company and made me smile every single day. Fingers crossed, everyone, for me. Lots of love. That's Rachel, and we will continue to be with you every single day as well, my darling. Next, I've got Olwyn. I don't have Caroline, sorry. You got Olwyn there. There we go, Olwyn. Hi all, this week's entry is a pair of Ethiopian opal earrings I made with the strand I received free. Yes, I couldn't believe it either, she says. With a purchase a few months ago, I finally decided to use it, and this is what I made. I used sterling silver wire, a lever back earrings. Everything is from JewelleryMaker, including the courage you give me to try something new. All credit to your cameramen. It took a whole afternoon just to get this not very impressive shot. Oh, it is. We can see your play of colour.
Absolutely.
Thanks again for another fantastic week. I love your shows. Good luck to all the talented entrants. Take care, and that's Olwyn. Good luck to you, Olwyn. It is difficult, isn't it? Because it doesn't come across the play of colour actually through a camera lens. So absolutely amazing. Now, I don't have Caroline's message here. I do apologise. Tom's going to read it. Why don't you come out here, Tom? Yeah. Okay, right, so break it down. This week's make is a face mask with geckos and stars, for her 6-year-old grandson. With 11 and 50 O's from JewelleryMaker. Stay safe. Caroline, I actually saw this. You actually popped it on my presenter's page as well, didn't you? Because I put those massively beaded masks that seem to be in the market at the moment. They're beautiful. I love the little geckos. Fingers crossed, everybody. Good luck in the draw. Coming up, we have a massive finale day, a really exciting bead launch with our lovely Linda JewelleryMaker at JewelleryMakers, and you are going to love these kits coming up after this.
Now, this coming Sunday is very exciting for us because we are unleashing a brand new guest designer. That's you, Mikey. And you may have heard me mention this man's name a few times. I have been too excited. He's tried to do it on the quiet and I kept letting the cat out of the bag, didn't I? I couldn't help myself, too excited. This is Mikey B, and Mikey B is going to be our new guest designer on Sunday, aren't you? Live from 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Can you get up early?
Oh, yes.
Oh, we'll be all right then. So, we've spoilt you with 4 kits.
4 amazing kits. Tiger's Eye, absolutely incredible. The red Tiger's Eye. Should try and see the colour play is amazing.
You're knocked out with it.
Amazing kits. Absolutely.
And you're very excited, aren't you?
I am over the moon. Absolutely ecstatic.
It's going to be wonderful. So, this coming Sunday, you do not want to be anywhere else. We are also being joined by Linda Brunwell in the studio, live from 8 a.m. So do please join us. Let's give him a really warm, supportive Jewellery Maker welcome, as I know you will do, this coming Sunday at 8 a.m.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then tune into Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 p.m. for our Get Started hour. One of our fantastic designers will be showing you basic techniques, giving you lots of hints and tips, bringing you one of our specially designed kits for newbies, and showing you step-by-step demonstrations to get you started on your jewellery making journey. Get started with Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 p.m.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then tune into Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 p.m. for our Get Started hour. One of our fantastic designers will be showing you basic techniques, giving you lots of hints and tips, bringing you one of our specially designed kits for newbies, and showing you step-by-step demonstrations to get you started on your jewellery making journey. Get started with Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 p.m.
It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 68,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs, and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Hi, I'm Sylvie Fairhurst from the Beadworkers Guild, and I'm really excited to say that Jewellery Maker are going to be with us for their 3rd year running on International Beading Week. International Beading Week is very exciting. We have people from all over the globe coming together to bead. Jewellery Maker will have lots of competitions and bead launches, so make sure you stay tuned on Jewellery Maker all week.
Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
International Beading Week and Jewellery Makers, you have seed bead launches galore, but not just seed beads, I have to say. We've brought you awesome gemstones. You just saw your deal of the day just then. But we are also now very much, I believe, sort of specialists in your glass beads. And Linda said earlier on, actually, when you first see these, you might get the impression that they are maybe some form of Murano glass.
Definitely.
Now, these are a Czech glass, Bohemian glass, so specialists in the world. You know, really, when we're talking about glass work, it's the Czech Republic and it's Murano. Those are the two pinnacle places, aren't they?
The Czech Republic have been producing glass beads for decades, centuries.
Centuries, yeah.
Yes, and still very much formed in quite a primitive way.
Yeah.
Very hands-on. And obviously attention to detail, always looking for something that little bit different. And I think this particular bead it's so different to anything I've ever worked with.
They're almost contemporary, but they're also holding on to quite a traditional feel.
Exactly.
You said stained glass almost. Yeah. They are absolutely stunning. And I actually first saw them, I've seen them on a computer screen, but first saw them in person yesterday when Emma was actually recording them, and literally it stopped me in my tracks and went, oh, they are beautiful. They're so lovely. So I mean, you can do so much with them. Now, as you can see, it's like a donut, glass donut shape. They're two side colours, so you get dual colours. Yeah. So in your first kit, you're getting like a really lovely iridescence, and then you're getting an aubergine, and then on the other colour, you've got gold and like an amber colour. So yeah, really beautiful. I'm going to tip these out on the desk for you, and you get tons of them. Now, obviously, Linda being Linda has actually created some absolutely beautiful designs as per usual. You've teamed it up using some gorgeous golds, haven't you?
Yes.
Very, very, very decadent. We only have, how many kits do we actually have then? Because I've got 4. Okay, so we'll figure it out. So we've got 5 kits to bring you, but they are all less than 100. So these are glass O-rings, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's a glass sphere with a hole in the middle. I think Donut describes it beautifully. And the fact that you can make incredibly contemporary jewellery, but also at the same point you can make really quite vintage looking jewellery. It's going to tick a lot of boxes in a lot of people's jewellery making.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can use it with anything, any medium.
Yes.
Use them actually as a focal bead, or maybe actually use them as a sort of an accenting bead if you wanted to.
I mean, the thing is as well, everybody, all of us jewellery makers are different, and our inspirations are different, and our creativity is different. So consequently, you'll think of designs that haven't even crossed my mind, which is the exciting thing, I think, about being able to make jewellery. you know, you get a new product in and you think, wow, that really is floating my boat, you know, it's so exciting to work with.
I mean, you could do something so simple and literally just pop these onto an elastic and they are going to look fantastic. Yeah, really, really, really tactile, beautifully lustrous jewellery. Now, your first kit, I can tell you, we have 72, and this is called Amber Aubergine. Really beautiful. You get how many of each colour? 50 of each colour, so that's 100 in total. And you're also getting 2 tubes of your seed beads. Now the tube colours, the Mayukis, are 8Os in your metallic blue iris. You're also getting your metallic gold lined, let's see if I can find those, 11Os. Is it that one? There we go, there we go, there we go, found them here. So there we go, that's a lot, and the potential of what you can get from this kit is endless. 72 of these available, it's a brand new launch. I definitely want to be seeing more of these. I think the potentials and, you know, just the mediums that these are going to go into, whether it be your beading or whether it be something like even shibori silk. I love the textures that you can create.
Yeah, I mean, I was inspired by gallery type jewellery.
Yeah.
When I received these kits, I thought, wow, you get a lot of the Italian, French, Swiss galleries that do use glass a lot in jewellery.
They do?
Because it is so incredibly striking and beautiful, and it does create jewellery of a completely different look. I mean, they're not seed beads, they're not gemstones, they are completely sitting there in their own right, doing such a great job.
And you know what, I can remember when we first launched like your Murano glass and your check glass and everything, and as is often the case with change, there was a few people that, okay, I'm a bit reluctant to this, I only want genuine gemstones. Historically, glass is huge.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In jewellery.
Centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries.
Yeah.
And
you can see why.
Well,
really.
Totally. And I mean, I really think, well, I absolutely know from my own opinion that if you perceive something as being really attractive, really beautiful, then it really doesn't matter what it's made from, does it?
I totally agree. And these are absolutely that. They are stunningly beautiful. So you're getting the 2 different colours. You have your aubergine with this beautiful iris iridescence, and you have the gorgeous decadent gold. Alongside your Mayuki. Yeah, there's a lot of appreciation here in the studio for these.
I've never heard Neri say a word from the back, and he's just said, they're nice, they are.
He's normally quite quiet in the background, isn't he? You've crashed my graphics again. Hang on. Here we are. You just have to shout to me. We had 72 of these available, plus your 11Os and your 8Os. Over half the stock has gone already for your Amber Aubergine. Plus, you're getting all of this, so 100 of those beautiful glass rings and your Mayuki for less than £20.
That's incredible.
There's a lot of jewellery can be made out of these.
Yes, there is a lot. I mean, I can honestly say to you, hand on heart, that I have got more of these glass rings and seed beads left than what I've actually used within the jewellery.
Really?
A lot more left.
Can we show my favourite necklace?
Which is the one
I love that one on the end. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And again, you can adapt that to any of the colourways that you're seeing within the kit.
Well, this is the beauty of it. Every single solitary colourway these come in, because they've all got that same glow and they've all got that same lustre. They go together beautifully. And I love sort of sophisticated, bright gemstone colours.
Yeah.
You know, and these are what I call gemstone colours.
Oh, they most definitely are. I totally agree. Jewellery makers, this is hugely popular. It's getting limited already. We've got them in 5 different colours. So we've got, this is the purples, and we've got like a sort of more, I don't know, like Christmassy, traditionally like colours. You've got sort of greys, you've got your rose golds, and you've also got a really beautiful green. So if you're all about the purple colours, as you can see, at under £20, at under £20, these are flying out the door. Very, 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 very limited now, so I'm just trying desperately hard to get onto the internet so I can actually see you. Hello to you, Mary. Hello to you, Jennifer. Hello to you, Nicolette. Hello, Zara, Rosemary, Judith, new customers. Hello, Joe. Nice to have your company as well. Sharon's there as well. There we go. I should be online now. I should be able to see you there. Check out, check out, check out, check out. And is this something then, Linda, that somebody as a new beginner could maybe get involved?
Oh, without a doubt, absolutely. It really, as far as beads, gemstone beads, seed beads, the glass beads, as far as a bead is concerned, anybody can work with them.
Yeah.
Whether you are just going to receive this as your very first kit and you're very new to jewellery making, you'll be able to work
Absolutely.
magnificently with them. And then that same thing absolutely applies to people that are more experienced.
Yeah, you're gonna. And sometimes, let's be honest, I'm like this with say I've got. You've had a really busy, stressful day or something like that. Sometimes I just want to disconnect my brain and just relax.
Yeah.
Whether it's in front of a rubbish TV series or something like that, but I don't want to have to think about it. I'm not saying you don't have to think about these, but they could be the most basic of techniques.
Totally basic techniques. I mean, as I say, you can make them really, really contemporary. And contemporary jewellery relies on sort of basic techniques, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And the actual bead or gemstone or whatever does the work for you now. But if you want to make it that little bit more bohemian, you can, I mean, as far as sort of boho chic jewellery, festival-like jewellery and that, with these, well, there couldn't be anything better. There really couldn't be anything better.
No, I agree. I totally agree. Ollie's just said very high-end boho chic. And
exactly.
And
but you know, and these are not high-end prices.
No.
These are very, very, very low prices for when you imagine how many beads you're getting, when you imagine the process, when you imagine the team that is behind these, the making of these type of beads. That's a steal.
Absolutely, because every single one of these are hand finished.
Exactly.
You know, every single one of those rings are hand finished. Amazing. Well done. We've only got a limited quantity of those now. So what's coming up? What a load of abalone. Okay. Okay. I mean,
I would imagine Georgia named this kit, so I will add
you think
her.
that's a little bit of Georgia, do you?
I think so, yes.
Okay, I'm just putting. Look at that. Listen to this. Can you hear that? It's a really, really, really nice sound too. Okay, what a load of abalone. You're going to have to tell me what colours that is, because abalone includes a lot of colour. So, okay, black. Okay. Okay. All right then. I mean, listen, who I'm not going to question the naming of the kits. It does have blues and titanium and silvers as colours. And then you're also getting your gorgeous CB colours too. Oh, this I think is going to be an incredibly popular kit because you have got the silver, and this is the only kit that we have with the silver, isn't it? So, what a load of abalone is the only kit that we actually have with the silver colour, and actually the only colour that we actually have with the titanium. So these are not dual-sided, are they? They're both the same. In fact, I almost want to borrow that popcorn chain that we had in the first hour. Because I think you could just literally go, okay, silver, titanium, silver.
Definitely. I mean, look how sophisticated that looks. It's so contemporary, isn't it? So modern.
Really modern. Really, really modern. Yeah, just grab that a sterling silver chain that you might have within your stash and literally just put a section of them. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do, and you've just made a really beautiful collection. You know, our head of TV, Chloe Jones, I haven't seen her wear it for a while, but I think I'm going back probably a year and a half ago. You know, when you just remember someone wearing something and it just sticks with you. She has this really nice sterling silver chain that has little rings of sterling silver. They're not different colours, but they're literally just sterling silver plain rings. It's from that place that might be of London. And I can imagine the price tag would have been triple figures.
Yeah,
it's really simple in its design, but beautiful.
Definitely. And this is what I love about making jewellery. You can be inspired by that company.
Yeah.
You can be inspired by like mega designer Chanel, Dior, Gucci. You can be really inspired by them, but you can create your version. of that inspiration, which I think is absolutely wonderful. But as I said, with these particular glass beads, I'm intrigued to see what people do with them.
Absolutely.
Because I really, my brain really buzzes with ideas, you know, and if I could just sit and play with these for a week, I would.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think they're really, really beautiful. They caught my attention. Like I said, I was only walking past Emma taking a photograph and I was like, oh wow, they're amazing. £19.95, sorry? Half the stock has gone already. I can't see your names, but I'm hearing lots of you here. Mary, Tricia, Valerie, Janet, collectors. Paul sorted it. Ah, yes, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Sharon, Claire, Janice, Melanie, London, Leslie, Sarah, Alison, hello to you, Barbara, Lanarkshire, Susan, Gloria, Rachel. We had how many? 73. 3/4 of the stock. Just to reiterate, this is the only kit that has the silver, and it's the only kit that actually has the sort of hematite-like colour. Yeah, and this is the launch. They've never been on your screens before. I'm thinking of big designers like Bulgari. Bulgari use those rings loads and loads and loads. Like they'll have, say, a couple of inches, then a ring, couple of inches, then a ring, couple of inches, then a ring, in whatever precious metal it might be. But you can be inspired. That's the thing. I think that's the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about this yesterday again on the workshop, that there's so much inspiration out there within magazines, within the internet. And I'm talking like physical inspiration, do you know what I mean? You see a piece and you think, wow, I love that. And then you can use your creativity to make your version of it. I mean, let's face it, what comes round goes round, doesn't it? So there's never anything absolutely brand new. Rarely is there anything that's brand new.
No, no.
In fashion, it's all...
absolutely. The decades always come round. At the moment, have you noticed lots of the youngsters wearing cycling shorts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are the girls wearing them in your house? Yeah. I mean, yeah. What's this one? Evenings in a vineyard.
Oh, that sounds my sort of evening.
It does rather. Yeah, I'm there. Actually, give me a few months and I'm definitely there. Oh, it's beautiful. Now this is the one that I said was a little bit could be festive.
Yeah. Now the thing is with these multicoloured rings, glass rings, these sort of stained glass look, the colour is sort of moving within the bead, if you see what I mean. So as the light passes over it, you'll get the green suddenly will turn to the red, and the red will turn to the green, and then the gold will pop in, and then you'll get a flash of purple.
It's not a stagnant colour, is it?
No, it's not a flat colour in any way, shape or form.
No.
No. And I just think, wow, how has that been created?
Yeah, who knows?
It's incredible.
I guess if we look at our sort of, I don't know, check glass beads, it's all the processes, isn't it? They put colour on colour on colour on colour on colour.
Yeah,
but
it's not you've got to, I would imagine, working in that industry, you've got to have a lot of patience, because it is a step, wait a bit, and then another step.
I couldn't do it.
It's not a quick fix at all.
No.
So there's all that's in. There's the original ideas, there's the technology, there's the creation, there's the delivery, there's us, you know, and at £20 for kits.
Finishing, every single one's finished as well by hand.
Take that into account.
I get the vineyard inspiration now, because the ones I'm holding here, the little rings, are called Crystal Magic Wine.
Ooh.
Magic wine.
Magic wine.
I'd like a glass of magic wine.
I'd like a glass or two of magic wine too.
And you're getting how many? Sorry, 50 of each colour. 50 of each colour. Then you have that classic jet. That again, I have to say, this is the only one that has the jet. So if you love that beautiful luster, I'm thinking Chanel with those in amongst your pearls. That couldn't be any more cocoa, could it?
Oh wow, yeah, absolutely.
Let's pick those up too, because I think.
Can you imagine those with some big white Baroque pearls, or some really, say, 16mm shell pearl?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Like I said, couldn't get any more Coco Chanel than that, could you?
You couldn't.
Evening in the vineyards. I've got the wrong sea bead. Sorry, that was that one there. There we go. So am I missing a tube? No, you got one. Matte berry, that's it. That's that one in behind. Sorry. It's the berries. It's the vineyard. It's all of those beautiful colours. I am totally lost in that vineyard. Totally, totally lost. There's worse places you could be lost, isn't
absolutely.
there? And they do have different colours. Like I said, when you're looking at them from bird's eye point of view here, you've got that sort of terracotta colour. Here you're looking very purple. But actually when you pick them up, you see flashes of green. They're almost a chameleon.
They are very chameleon, you're right, that's it. They've got a chameleon, sort of how a chameleon changes colour according to its environment.
Yeah.
And these beads do exactly. I mean, look at that glow underneath there now. And then you turn it and you get that lovely,
They're a little bit
gilded green.
Does anyone else see Amethyst as well?
Yes.
1995. Absolutely stunning. I had how many? Only 73. These are limited and I've only got 2 kits left, which are completely different, by the way. Completely different. Every kit is completely different in its sort of colourways and combinations. I think you're going to absolutely love these. I'm also thinking about, you know, like just a simple leather slider bracelet. 3 of those in the middle. Job done. That's something that gents and ladies could wear.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah.
Oh, I like that, Linda.
I mean, that is so simple, isn't it? It's on memory wire.
So have you made that?
It's memory wire. I've loaded it up with the seed beads, and then literally I've put on 3/4 in the colour that you're just showing now, and then that sort of rose gold one just at the very end. There's like a couple of inches of the rose gold, and then the rest are the Amethyst one.
Beautiful. I absolutely love that. Amazing on your memory wire. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you because again it's getting quite limited now. So that's all your jets. We haven't got any jet ones anywhere else, and this is the first premiere launch for us here at Jewellery Maker. So if you're thinking, oh, these are nice, never seen these before, no, today's the first day. We're loving them as well. They're really eye-catching, and like you said earlier on, Linda, it's the first time really that well, not the first time, but check glass. These have really prompted a response, haven't they?
Yeah, completely.
Lots of people are like, oh, they're really cool. I think this is my favourite kit. Bite of an apple. I mean, I would rather be in a vineyard than bite an apple, personally, but under normal circumstances, before anyone tells me off. But I do love this kit.
Yes, it is. It's gorgeous.
Do you know, if you can imagine it in the gemstone world, it's Morganite meets Praiselite. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So firstly I'm going to hold up these and show you that you have this really beautiful delicate green, and then
wow.
And then I'm going to flip it over and you've got the rose gold. Yeah, and you've got your green and galvanised rose gold there. And then that one's your rose gold. Capri gold it's called. These are beautiful. Do you see where I'm coming from, Jewellery Maker? I think this kit's stunning. Tell me we've got quantity of this kit, please. Obviously with your Mayuki, 70. With your galvanised light beige, 11 O's. This is a different kit. We've got a different kit. Sorry, Jewellery Makers, one sec. That's coming up. Okay, it's all right. I've got that here. Nobody panic. So that's this one. Actually, the description's far more fitting. This one.
This one is my personal favourite. That deep, as Ollie just said, that sort of chrome dioxide green.
That's this one. There's no denying which one you're talking about there.
It's just incredible. It's an incredible colour, and mixed with that rose gold tone, it's so eye-catchingly gorgeous.
You've got chrome dioxide green, and you've got a sphene green.
Oh, it's just beautiful. And look at that sphene green. Look at the different colours that
it
are
almost looks
bouncing off of
yellow,
it.
and then Look.
It's so clever, isn't it?
Really clever. And then even on the other side, let me turn it over.
Yeah, and it's going, looks like gorgeous
Oh,
deep burgundies.
Yeah, I
and
can actually. It's
terracottas.
hard to choose. I love them all, to be honest. They're absolutely gorgeous. Plus, you're getting your 11Os. These are your Duracoat galvanised muscat. Apologies for the mix-up. That was my fault. I actually picked up the wrong kit there. But you're getting. There you are. You got 70 of this kit. This is called Bite of the Apple. If you love your, if you're very much a green person, you're apparently a nurturing person. If you love green. Hey, or like nature, yeah, well, yeah, again, nurturing, isn't it? You like to sort of care for things. Then this is definitely the kit for you. It's very green led. You've got some really gorgeous sphene-like intense colours, flashes of citrine coming through, and as Linda said earlier on, very much a chrome dioxide green with a rose gold on the reverse. 70. These kits are massively, massively popular, and we knew they would be, to be truthful. I mean, those earrings are beautiful. You said they were your favourite when we discussed it in the.
I absolutely love that green. It's just something about that green that is so. It's a Christmas green. It's a really happy green. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's actually the really perfect description for it, isn't it? Yeah, it's a very festive-like colour. And could these be worked into? I'm thinking about the wreath that you made last Christmas. You could possibly use them as little embellishments.
I mean, to be honest, with these beads, you can think outside the box and experiment with, and you know what one person will do them, the next person will do something totally different with them. I mean, they could be sort of button threaded. I've just thought about that now.
Yeah.
Button threaded so that they're facing you, I just think that they really restore your mojo because they make you think.
Yeah, I love that. You know, and it can be a wonderful introduction into your check glass or seed beading genre, couldn't it?
Yeah, completely.
Because they're confidence building. You know, they're not an intimidating bead. We think, oh gosh, right, I've got this drill hole direction, that drill hole direction. Which way do I turn, pivot? What do they call it? Stitch down and whatnot. All those techniques. You can literally just have a go with these. Okay, I'm going to leave it with you. It's the final kit, and guess what? It's a secret. Well, it's not now. I've shown you already. Sorry. Yeah, I spoiled that secret. It's called Secret Garden. I'll say that was Linda's favourite. I can totally see why. This one's my favourite. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
I mean, that Praise You Light green there, the one in the centre, just think how beautiful it would look with the chrome dioxide version green.
Yeah.
But every single one of these kits will work together incredibly well. So you could literally, well, I was saying the ladies yesterday, just put, you know, little piles into a pot, and then just take them out randomly and make your design like that, and it will look glorious.
Yeah, I totally agree. So this has got that gorgeous rose colour completely in one. And then you've got one side of the rose, and then you've got the other side of this really pretty light, what's it described as? Let me see. Light rose, silver lined, no, it's not, it's called that at all. It's called, one's crystal full capri gold, this one here. And then you have light green aqua capri gold. So you've got one side which is that beautiful rose, and the other side which is that really delicate, as we're describing, praise a light green. I think it's just beautiful. And again, the complement in Miyuki beads, this is the light beige, 11Os that you're looking at, and also your light rose silver lined alabaster 8Os, which I love that one. It's like a peachy light colour. They are just beautiful. Have I got quantity of this kit? No, 72 is the answer. So if you're very much a rose gold person, I think you're going to be leaning towards this. If you're a pastel person, I think you're definitely going to be leaning towards this.
Yeah, I mean, when you think that these beads are made of glass, right? They are made of Bohemian glass being one of the oldest glass industries in the in the world. They make incredible chandeliers in coloured glass and all sorts of things. But when you imagine, let's remember these are blown glass.
Yeah, exactly, handmade.
You know, so it's incredible the actual production of these simple little spheres of glass. It's phenomenal. It just takes my breath away.
And you're getting 100 of them.
Exactly.
100 of them. That necklace at the very end, that's using this kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it
the
is.
one where you've actually got the green rose, green rose, green rose, and then you've used the multi layers. Absolutely gorgeous designs, Linda. You're amazing. We always say that we fancy your jewellery when you actually come into the studio. So which one are you going to demonstrate?
Well, I thought I would do the one on the far end with the just plain memory wire there. Actually, that was the first one I made because, like everybody else, I was finding my way around the beads and seeing potentially what sort of designs I could do. And this one suddenly just sort of came to mind. I have taken a link or a circle of memory wire. Okay, I'm sure you'll be able to find that on the website if you haven't already got it. And I've taken a chunk out of it. I've probably taken about 1/6 out. So I've cut it probably at something like 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock if you see it on a clock face. Okay. Now always cut your memory wire with proper memory wire cutters because trust me, it's made of steel and it will make little dents in any other cutters, so just reserve and keep memory wire cutters purely for memory wire. So you'll need your memory wire and you'll need a length of chain, which the length of chain is just out of one of our toolkits, but out of our findings packs. But obviously any chain that you have got, you can make it in any colour you like. You can mix your metals. Then I have got some jump rings that are probably 7mm jump rings, I would have thought. And then I have got some smaller jump rings, probably a 4 or 5mm jump ring there. And then for this particular one, I've got a toggle clasp. Now on my version on the bust, it's a large bolt ring clasp. Unfortunately, that would be and was my clasp of choice, but I'm going to see what the toggle clasp looks like because basically when you've got memory wire, I mean you can cut it and then on the other memory wire version, the one with all the seed beads and then just thread it on with the little spheres. I've cut it at the top and then added jump ring and chain and a clasp there. So you can do that if you want to. But on this one, I wanted to keep the full beauty of the memory wire, a bit sort of Egyptian, a bit sort of Cleopatra-esque. I just wanted to keep that going around the neckline. So that made me think, well, really, we need a clasp. So I thought, well, if the clasp goes there, that's great. Now that is just going to be a slightly different version of the one I've done there, but as you can see there, I think it's going to work in quite a contemporary way. So all you need to do is cut your memory wire at 10 to whatever the hour is and 10 past. And then you've just got to coil it back. Now using your round nose pliers, memory wire by its very nature is very, very strong. So pop your, try and get both of these turnbacks to match. So remember where you go on the plier. So I've gone quite a long way down the plier and none of that memory wire is sticking out there. Now I'm holding on to this, the memory wire here really firmly, using my index finger as a cushion to rest on. And then slowly, 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 I'm pulling it back as far as I can. And don't forget memory wire, because it's called memory wire, it's got a memory and it'll want to go back to whence it came. So it hasn't gone, as you can see, all the way around. So what we've got to do now is just urge it round, sort of just keep on saying you've got to go there, simple as that, and just keep, and once you get it there and keep it there for a couple of seconds, I know it sounds a bit daft, but keep it there for a couple of seconds with some real purchase on the hand that's holding the wire, you should get a circle that is nicely closed. Okay, let's face it, that's a slightly different shape to that one, but you can take more time over it. Okay, so just remember where you did your turn back on the plier. Then simple from now on. I'm just going to take one of my larger jump rings, and then again I'm going to open the jump ring towards me, okay, holding it in my, you can use, actually I'll use the, do it in the correct way, is taking 2 pairs of flat nose and opening towards me. I'm going to pop that into that turn back I've done on the memory wire, and then, excuse me, and then I'm going to take my length of pre-cut chain, pop it onto the jump ring, and then again go slightly past, back again, give it a pinch, and then come all the way around. You can have it as long or as short as you want it, and then just simply repeat on the other side. So I'll pop it into the link of chain, and then now I'm just going to pop it into the memory wire coil back. So when I did this at home, I thought, well, I quite like that. That's quite a modern sort of design. What will I do with the rings? So again, using my larger jump rings, I took a selection of my glass rings, and I think on my version I've probably done one colour, then a different colour, then going back to the first colour, and done it that way. But obviously you can just use do it all the same, or you can use, if you've multi-purchased, you can use all the different colours. So all you have to do is take one of your larger jump rings and open it again. Now the sort of 7 to 9 mil jump rings are the ones to go for, because the smaller jump rings won't encompass the glass ring and go into the link of chain as well. So let me pull that down a little. So I'm going to take my glass bead and then just pop on to the jump ring, and then I'm going to count down 5 links of chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the 6th link I'm going to pop the jump ring through that link, and then let me take the flat noses again, and just again slightly past, bring it back again, and then pinch it down. So now, I mean, you've got that gorgeous glass circle. Okay, and it is gorgeous. It really, really is gorgeous. Which is now going to, if it flips over, so what? It's just different, and it's beautiful. And when it's on, obviously it's going to, gravity is going to pull it down into position for you. So what I'll do now is I'll just take a different colour, and then exactly the same again. I'm going to pop the jump ring through that, so just treat it like you would do another jump ring. And then this time, because I've counted down 5 and I've gone on to the 6th link, this time, because obviously when you're wearing it, that is going to cover at least, yeah, it'll cover 3 links, that will. So I'm going to incorporate those 3 links already being used by that bead, and then go from where the jump ring is there, I'll count down 1, 2, 3, and then I start again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go on to the 6th one again.
Linda, I'm just thinking out loud here, because you make some really beautiful bubble style jewellery.
Yeah.
Could you do a really beautiful, heavy loaded check glass ring bubble style?
Absolutely, and you'll be using this
instead of wrap loops, then maybe use the jump rings.
You will be using this technique. So if you imagine, we haven't got the memory wire at the moment, right? So to do the bubble, you've just got the chain. Then, because obviously it's going to be a chain of your choice, you can use large link chain, or as long as the chain that you choose, you can get at least 3 jump rings into it, into each link, okay? So just be aware of the fact that you do need to use a chain that's got links. I mean, on this particular chain here, I could get 4 or 5 into each link here. So if you imagine, let's just get, we can, because obviously the way to finish this particular necklace is just to work around and then do your counting down exactly the same on the other side, a mirror image. You can, if you wish, go around the bottom, but don't forget, if when you go around, let me just move that up a smidge. If you go around the bottom, you will get a little bit of weight there. So just make sure you put one on the link there and then balance it on the other side. Okay. Otherwise, it will pull to a point. Which is what I've done on mine. I've just left that, which I thought was part of the design. So I've sort of stopped beading at about that point there and then taken it back up again there. But if we just quickly get back to Elle's suggestion, which I absolutely love. So if I go back to this one here, I can get that jump ring in there, close it up. Let's just do one more. I'm sure I can get, if I persevered, I could get about 5 in. I definitely can get.
It's going to look amazing with a load of them on. And you said earlier on that you had loads left over.
Oh, there's more left over than what I've used, without a shadow of a doubt. So we can go in again. We'll get 3 in comfortably because they are quite large beads. So if you imagine all of that sort of coming all the way along, and obviously it's going to move around like this, so you're getting all those different colours. And if you imagine the whole of that chain filled with those, what I'm seeing at the moment is in this one link here I would put all coloured ones. In the next link I'd put all of the ones that are just the one colour. All gold or titanium or
so
whatever.
You'd actually think about
and then colour again. So, you know, when you're making jewellery, I mean, look at that. Just look at those colours.
It's gorgeous, and it's just got so much decadence to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm loving these kits.
It's really fun as well. It's relaxed jewellery. You don't have to worry about it, and I guarantee you when you wear your jewellery made from these glass rings, people will notice 100%, and they'll ask you about
100%. I'm thinking visualising bubble style earrings now and everything. We need to get hold of this kit. I need to make that. Amazing. You're super talented, Linda, as per usual. Thank you so much. Thank you. And again, those of you that have it in your baskets, check out, because some of these are actually on the verge of selling out now. Okay, I've got a limited bundle to bring you right now. A very, very, very limited. And I've never seen these beads before. I would not. Okay. That is 7. Yeah. I've got a bundle here though of DVDs. Okay. Right then. Let's go through it. Gosh. Goodness, there is a whole lot here. So we have Introduction to Murano Glass, entirely fitting, alongside, because it's actually talking about the history. It's talking about, you know, it's giving you ideas. So there we go. You get an hour long there with our lovely Hannah Osborne. You've got the Introduction to Satin Beads with Alison Tarry. Hannah Osborne again with your Preciosa Tea Beads. These are all great ideas that you can incorporate with the different check glass beads. You've got your bead embroidered brooches.
You can say that.
Bead embroidered brooches.
There's too many brooches there, isn't there?
With our lovely Patty. You've got bead infusion there with Hannah Osborne. You've got decorative stars with a fabulous Monica. You have flower shows. I love this DVD with our gorgeous Linda Brumwell. There she is. Woo, woo, woo. You have the Nativity Seed Bead figurines with Alison Tarry. Look, give us a cuddle, then you have your Timeless Tulips with the wonderful Linda Brumwell. 8 DVDs, approximately 8 hours of learning. That's a whole lot. 9. There's 9 in the image. There is 9. Okay, 9 DVDs that you're actually getting, not 8. I thought going swimmingly today. Should be £60 and 55 pence. That's where it should be. Like I said, you think about it. I mean, you've got different techniques, different learnings on absolutely every single one of these DVDs. You know, and we all hit that brick wall. Oh, look at that. We all hit that brick wall from time to time when we run out of that mojo. So look towards our wonderful guest designers who can direct you. £44 and 55 pence. That's working out at what, £4 per DVD?
I mean, that is such a diverse selection as well, isn't it? There is nothing there that is exactly the same as the previous one. There's so much learning in there, isn't there? I mean, from figures to the seed bead. I wouldn't know how to do a seed bead star, you know. So I just think that's incredible. What?
No, I almost felt like social distancing. I needed to walk over to Linda and cover her eyes then for a second. Are you actually kidding me? £1.11 per DVD.
I was quite happy to pay the previous price.
£9.95 was awesome. That's the price for 2 of our DVDs, which, by the way, we have never increased over 10 years. In fact, Tom is just demonstrating that more often than not it goes the other way. £1.11.
That's ludicrous, isn't it?
Some of these aren't old DVDs either. These are quite new DVDs.
It must cost more than that to make. Well, I know it's going to cost more than that.
It definitely does. I used to do the DVDs. Yeah, I used to do the DVDs when I worked in the office. Yeah, it definitely costs more than that. By the time you start looking at crew and
exactly.
you know the paying the guest designers, the lighting, the heating conditions. I mean, these guest designers don't come cheap, jewellery makers. They don't come cheap. And nor should they either with that level of knowledge. £1.11, Tom. There we go. I mean, you might be looking at it thinking, oh, I've got a few of those though. Even if you have, you've got stocking filler gifts. You've got ones that you can maybe exchange, like you used to do as a child. Yeah, do swapsies. I used to love playing swaps. Did you all play swaps as a kid?
Oh yeah,
Swapsies.
With the card, yeah. I used to swap marbles, not cards, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
I used to play swaps with my sister all the time, and then eventually you'd have it back. You know, just like swapsies, swapsies. Or there was something you were like, yeah, I'll get it back eventually, and you'd swap, and then you'd never see it again. But no, I mean that's perfect opportunity for you to do that. £1.11 per DVD. Thomas.
Well, wouldn't it be nice to buy a kit that works with any of those DVDs there? Get a kit or a couple of strands and a findings pack, and that would make a great present, wouldn't it? You've got your how-to, and you've got all your product that you need to make it, and get somebody started. I mean, this is the best time ever to start a habit. A habit? To start a habit.
It's catching. Yeah. It is actually catching. I'm just looking. What did you say? The tulips would be perfect with this kit.
Exactly.
There you go. That's all you need to do. So what we're talking about here, £22 for this entire for the whole bundle.
Well, you see those tulip beads that are actually obviously that DVD was made using the tulip beads. The tulip beads are very similar in the way that they are made with the glass.
Yeah.
So they work really well with these. Yeah.
Okay, is it time? Right, okay, this is just a ludicrous star buy in the best possible way, by the way. I'm going back towards your Aquamarine, and earlier on we're bringing you a strand of complete contrast. So didn't need that anyway. We've had Aquamarine. I've reached that level when anything that drops on the floor, it's completely dead to me now. Completely dead to me. It's too much. No, it's too much effort for me to pick it up off the floor. Honestly. Right, so that's staying there. No, I mean, I brought you earlier on Aquamarine in its beautiful, beautiful opacity. But now I'm going to show you Aquamarine in the highest level of clarity and colour. And they call it Santa Maria. Thank you, Paul. Right then. This is ludicrous, and the reason why I said it's crazy is because if I said quad A with a Tanzanite, you know it's the best, right? If I say a D colourless diamond, you know it's the best. You know that if I say some of the finest quality, I don't know, maybe Colombian emerald, we're talking about the best. Santa Maria is the equivalent to Aquamarine. Now, what? Look, wow, indeed, yeah. Now, it is a location in Brazil, but these days we more often than not actually use it, not just for its actual placement, its location, we actually use it as a description of quality. The deeper the blues, the more highly regarded the Aquamarine is. And when you actually team that beauty with almost glacial clarity, you have something which is royally adorned. Those of you that have eagle eyes for jewellery will have spotted Meghan Markle wearing it on the eve of her wedding. Those of you that follow maybe royal pieces will know that one of Her Royal Highness the Queen's favourite pieces is, of course, a Santa Maria Aquamarine. It's the deep, intoxicating iron prominence that brings you that beautiful level of colour. But, like I said, earlier on, often we make that sacrifice for colour, for maybe some inclusions, or vice versa. Santa Maria is the best that you can get in the world. And if you look just below me here, I don't see a single bracket. Now that, if there were brackets, it would probably indicate heat treatment. It would probably have a H in brackets saying heat treatment. That's fine. Please don't turn your nose up to treated gemstones. Many of the world's gemstones will actually be treated in some way, shape or form. But this was so good that it didn't need any of it. Look at these blues. Can you, I can't believe this star by. Now, where we're starting, it should be more than that even. Now, honestly, the first time we brought you Santa Maria Aquamarine, I can tell you, it was £299, which is amazing. Absolutely unbelievable. Please do not thinking I'm sort of squashing that in any way, shape or form. I'm really not. So to be starting at £79 for this level of quality, hopefully is giving you a hint at where our end game is going to be. I know that we are going to completely melt the phone lines, but however, only 83 of you will be successful. If you could hear what Senior Director Ollie is saying to me, in the back, that's a crazy price for Santa Maria. Have you, okay, let's ask this question. I'm going to ask this sort of out loud. I know you don't know the answer yet, but we can use the £79.95 as an example. Have you ever seen a Quad A Tanzanite at £79.95? No. Have you ever seen a D-colourless diamond for £79.95? Absolutely no way. So why should we be bringing you the finest grade of Santa Maria and be taking £50 off that price tag? £50 off for natural Brazilian Santa Maria Aquamarine. It's insane. Honestly, yes, and I'm going to quote again what Thomas just said. He's like, that's the immense buying power that the Gemporia umbrella actually has. Jewellery makers, if it would be ridiculous. It would be ridiculous to miss out on this opportunity, even if you're lucky enough to have Santa Maria Aquamarine already within your, I'm not saying stash, I'm not going to say even collection. I'm talking about family heirlooms, because you have the quality of colour. And I don't blame you for buying 5, Suzanne. I would do exactly the same as you, because I still know that this should be, to be honest, times 10 that price tag. Times 10. It's natural. Get your certificate of authenticity as well. The only piece of information that will be kept off your certificate is the actual price tag that you're investing it in, because they don't need to know that. We were discussing it yesterday, Jake and I, and he was actually saying that Never tell a valuer the amount that you paid for your gemstone or your piece of jewellery, because they are legally bound to value it for that price tag. Legally bound. Don't tell them that. Avoid that conversation, full stop, because that's not a reflection of the true value. You want to know what it would cost to replace this, heaven forbid, if it was lost or stolen. And it's not going to cost you $29.95. It's going to be considerably more than that. I had 83 of these available. Over half the stock has gone already. Hello to you, Marilyn, Janice, Maureen, Tynanware, Sarah, Samantha, Patricia, Suzanne. Hello, Helen. Hello to you, Gloucestershire, multi-buying, Hilda, East Lothian. Hello to you, Jackie, Yorkshire, Kent, June, Jane, Morag, Mary. Linda, can you believe this?
No, absolutely I can't. And what I love as a jewellery maker, I love the variety of the colours, going from that really deep aqua blue through to the lighter shades. You could ombre it if you wanted to, obviously. But I just think that it's so charming, isn't it? But at the end of the day, if it's been given as, you know, its description is Santa Maria Aquamarine, we all know that gemstones are rare. Every single gemstone is rare, but this one in the Aquamarine, in that beryl family, is very rare.
Yeah, exactly.
Very
It's
rare.
the most sought after. Well done. I only had 83. Amazing, 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 beautiful aquamarine that you've just acquired there for an absolute giveaway deal. Coming up after the break, I think we've got some of our most beautiful amber pieces being launched. Now we have perfect amber bi-colour drop earrings with sterling silver. We have a matching pendant. We have some beautiful geometric designs. Look at those, aren't they stunning? So they're coming your way. Plus, we actually have some lovely graduated slices. So they're all being launched after this.
Now, this coming Sunday is very exciting for us because we are unleashing a brand new guest designer. That's you, Mikey. And you may have heard me mention this man's name a few times. I've been too excited. He's tried to do it on the quiet and I kept letting the cat out of the bag, didn't I? I couldn't help myself, too excited. This is Mikey B, and Mikey B is going to be our new guest designer on Sunday, aren't you? Live from 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Can you get up early?
Oh, yes.
Oh, we'll be all right then. So, we've spoilt you with 4 kits.
4 amazing kits. Tiger's Eye, absolutely incredible. The red Tiger's Eye. Should toy and see the colour play is amazing.
You're knocked out with it.
Amazing kits. Absolutely.
And you're very excited, aren't you?
I am over the moon. Absolutely ecstatic.
It's going to be wonderful. So, this coming Sunday, you do not want to be anywhere else. We are also being joined by Linda Brunwell in the studio, live from 8 a.m. So do please join us. Let's give him a really warm, supportive Jewellery Maker welcome, as I know you will do, this coming Sunday at 8 a.m.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then tune into Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 p.m. for our Get Started Hour. One of our fantastic designers will be showing you basic techniques, giving you lots of hints and tips, bringing you one of our specially designed kits for newbies, and showing you step-by-step demonstrations to get you started on your jewellery making journey. Get started with Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 p.m.
Love JewelleryMaker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the JewelleryMaker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then tune into JewelleryMaker every Thursday at 6 p.m. for our Get Started Hour. One of our fantastic designers will be showing you basic techniques, giving you lots of hints and tips, bringing you one of our specially designed kits for newbies, and showing you step-by-step demonstrations to get you started on your jewellery making journey. Get started with JewelleryMaker every Thursday at 6 p.m.
It's easy to stay in touch with JewelleryMaker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 68,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs, and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with JewelleryMaker.
Hi, I'm Sylvie Fairhurst from the Beadworkers Guild, and I'm really excited to say that JewelleryMaker are going to be with us for their third year running on International Beading Week. International Beading Week is very exciting. We have people from all over the globe coming together to bead. JewelleryMaker will have lots of competitions and bead launches, so make sure you stay tuned on JewelleryMaker all week.
You are going to love this next collection, because this is, we're jewellery makers, we're crafters. You're creative and you have oodles of talent. But every so often, you just want that finished piece of jewellery completed in a matter of minutes, and I am talking 1 or 2 minutes, and you want it to look exactly the same as what you would find if you had your nose pressed against an amber boutique. You know the ones I'm talking about, when you're admiring the jewellery within. But any single one of these collections, can you imagine the price tag that it would actually have underneath if it were an amber boutique? It would be, I don't know, £100 probably for the earrings that I'm actually starting with, especially given the fact that you have that beautiful ombre. The matching pendant probably in and around the same price tag, because you're actually getting one large piece, and I could go on and on and on. All our amber components today are finished with 925 sterling silver. We deal directly with our supplier over in the Baltic region. I was meant to go actually just prior to lockdown. I was asked by our head of TVL. Do you fancy going over and having a look at the amber collections and maybe choosing a few pieces alongside some of our buying team? I was like, oh, goodness me, jump at the chance. But of course, given everything that happened, I couldn't go. Now, that didn't stop us buying. It just all had to be done electronically. And I can tell you what, jewellery makers, if I had been there, these 100% would have been some of my decisions too. Now, Linda, you've just said these are going to fly.
Absolutely.
They really are, aren't they? I have 98 of these each, so they're all very limited edition. And this is exactly, oh, I'm going to just turn that one round. This is exactly, there we go, sorry. This is exactly the quality that you would find on our very own sister channel. This is the quality that you would find in a boutique jeweller's.
Definitely.
But one thing you wouldn't find is the start by price that we're taking these to.
No, absolutely not.
Now I'm going to start with these earrings. Now, as you can see, you have, and I've got them here before me as well, you have the 2 pieces of amber. You have, and if I hold this in my tweezers, you can see the actual 925 sterling silver post, which is also inset with amber. You have a luxury, it's not a butterfly back, it's like a pillar back. And then you have the post here, which has a very gentle burr. Now, all you need to do is put some of your specialist, some of your strong glue. That's all you need. And basically, a little bit of encouragement. Leave it to secure, leave it overnight, so you get that real purchase.
You know, when you do the gluing part of it, I found this sort of at my cost, is put a little bit of glue, obviously you have to work quite quickly because it starts to film over, a little bit of glue onto a little surface, a little plastic pot or something, and then, like I was holding the tweezers, and dip the post just on there. Don't take the glue to the amber,
because you
or
get too much,
post.
don't you?
You get too much. So just dip the little pin into the glue, and then bring it back, give it like a millisecond to slightly start to film, and then take it into the amber.
Because otherwise it will spill over and you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
These are absolutely gorgeous, don't you think? Jewellery makers, with that beautiful ombre, that wonderful graduation from transparent amber to those deep, deep cognac colours. Totally genuine amber, not synthetic. We're not talking about a resin. This is a gemstone which is actually quite frequently imitated. That you are getting the real deal here for a crazy star by price tag. These are going to fly. I totally agree with you, Linda, because you can be watching maybe for the very first time and you've never ever made a single piece of jewellery. Literally, this is ideal because you're going to make professional jewellery instantaneously. By the way, we have the amber pendant coming up. What was that, Ollie, sorry? If you cut the loop off, amber studs, and also actually have those, maybe use those for with a different post if you wanted to, or maybe use them for an additional pendant. There's nothing stopping you using wire or your head pins earlier on. The graphics are live and tons of you are there. We've deliberately kept this quite limited edition, jewellery makers. Let me just pop those, I think, on the white desk so you can actually see the quality of the colour. There we go. You can actually see the quality of the colour itself. So all it takes is a little bit of really strong glue. You know the ones I'm talking about, don't you? The amount of precious metal that you have within here, I don't think you're expecting what our star by price is going to be. Let's just word it this way. We want you to get the suite. We want you to get the matching pendant. We want you to be thinking about Christmas. I said it. There we go. I know it's not even August yet, but I want you to be thinking about those kind of opportunities because you're making and you're gifting professional jewellery here. Beautiful professional jewellery. Now I can talk to you till the cows come home about how fascinating this wonderful gemstone is. But I think most of us have got the basics of it. We know that this is a gemstone that dates back literally hundreds of millions of years. We know that it is produced by a variety of tree, a variety of conifer tree that in its own protective habits actually produces a sap that coated whatever natural organisms were surrounding at that time. That might have been flora, fauna, bugs, insects, whichever, and it's cocooned it for millions of years. All those inclusions would have been life as you knew it, way, 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 way back when. And Linda said it earlier on. It's fascinating to think what Amber has actually seen.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, totally. I mean, those trees are now extinct that produce this amber. So it's not, we're only going to have what we've got. In other words, what the planet has at the moment is all we're going to get of this.
Well, that we'll see anyway.
Yeah, that we'll see, definitely.
Because it takes millions of years.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Well, I'm already a million, so yeah.
Are you ready? Were you expecting these to be around £70, £80? Because I most definitely was.
Yes.
£24.95. You've got that gorgeous citrus lemon amber actually sitting in the top of the stud itself. You have that elegant La Peregrina shaped amber drop with the beautiful ombre effect. You can see the quality because I mean look at the post alone, look at the back alone. Look, we didn't have to we could have just used a butterfly back, a standard butterfly back. Less silver would have been invested that way, but actually choosing this, what I call a pillar post, you've got more precious metal, more security, more high-end luxury. Now we had 98. Over half the stock has gone. Well done to you all. Quality jewellery. It's the gemstone that I gift the most.
I just
Along
think
with, I'd say amber and pearls.
Absolutely, amber and pearls. Oh, wow, yes. But that design for those earrings, it's just absolutely amazing design for amber because when you've got that, it's almost like that resin. You can imagine that resin seeping from that tree. The amber resin, and then it's settling at the base, and then continuing just.
You imagine it, don't you, being that liquid?
Yes, exactly. I think that's a great shape for amber earrings.
And we were saying earlier on about the fact, what this gemstone has actually seen. So imagine it's difficult. We can't put an age on amber. We can say it is between 10 million and over 100 million years. There's no benchmark. There's no roof that, if you like, to the age of this gemstone, but. It's one of those that for me, I look at it and go, okay, this is an organic material. This is a gemstone that literally has defied Mother Nature, that has said, no, I'm not going to conform with the natural decaying process that most organic materials, if not all organic materials, actually, we return to the earth. Amber has defied Mother Nature, so it hasn't rotted into the ground. It actually has seen every single ice age. It has seen every single movement of tectonic plates and continents and all of those things, and we're bringing it to you for £24.95. Now, jewellery makers, this is truly a fascinating opportunity and incredible that we are able to bring it to you at this kind of price tag. But please understand, for something that is as historical, as significant as amber, it absolutely shouldn't be. Matching pendant coming up after our founder talks to us about the age of these beauties.
Maris has been my expert on amber for many years, and I've been getting it wrong about how old amber is.
Yeah, because you can't test amber by any physical or chemical method. You only can test it by the place where you find it, what kind of rocks it's in, and what's above it. Yeah. That's how you can estimate that it's minimum 45 million years of age. But the top age it can be is even 175 million years of age.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah. So without being able to carbon date the gemstone, all those stories, in fact I've been very wrong in all the articles I've written because I've been looking and talking to people about the Baltic as it comes in from the shore here. But inland they've now dated it as a minimum of 40 to 45 million years old.
Yeah, the minimum can be guaranteed. Yeah. The maximum age we don't know. Be a lot more than that.
Yeah. Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
There is no bench There's something about amber in a pendant. There's something about wearing it on sort of a really beautiful, fluid, elongated sterling silver chain that you can hold, feel the physical heat of the gemstone, a gemstone that will progressively get better with age, a gemstone that has seen it all, let's be honest. Now, this is slightly larger than the earrings, and everybody loves amber in a pendant. Now, it comes in the 2 components. This is exactly what a professional jeweller would do. This is how they make their amber pieces. They make the bail, they have the amber, they glue it together. There's nothing, this is not a secret. That is exactly how they would create it themselves. 27 millimeters of beautiful fluid elegance. Look at the colour graduation. Look at those beautiful flickers of internal inclusions. The graphics alive. Yeah, as expected, already incredibly, incredibly popular. Helen, Alison, Suzanne, Ali, well done to you. Again, we've crashed the internet again. We have 98 of these available, and that's it. We're going to go straight down to that price tag. I mean, just beautiful fluidity. I totally agree with what Linda was saying. It's the gorgeous shape for this wonderful gemstone. Under £20. You've got to remember that the earrings, we've got 2 pieces of amber with the pendant. Okay, it's 1 much larger piece. Absolutely stunningly elegant. And this, I remember the first time seeing this ombre amber, you know, that gorgeous, okay, the almost colourless to the warm buttercup yellows to those deep glass of cognac, if you like, orangey colours. It's absolutely exquisite as a combination. This has never been on your screens as, before. All you need to do, because you've got that really lovely generous size bail, is pop it on a sterling silver chain of your choice, whether it was the infinity chain that we had a few moments ago, or whether it was the popcorn chain that we actually had in the 8 o'clock hour as well. Just gorgeous, aren't they? I mean, Linda, I said earlier on that I gift this gemstone quite frequently. It's understandable why.
Totally. I mean, it's the sort of... There's jewellers in my local town, and they are they have a window of pre-loved jewellery.
Yeah.
And they also have a window of pearls, and then the other window on the side, which is the window where you walk through the door, so you can't help but see it, is full of amber. Whether it's in vintage settings, whether it's in modern settings, whatever, but it's full of amber. And you're not going to get anything in that particular. You probably get a pair of tiny little stud earrings with a little bobble of amber on for double figures. The rest are going into triple.
Absolutely. It's a gemstone that we must never be complacent that this is the norm. It's absolutely categorically not the norm to get amber. You can get synthetic amber, which do be mindful of, by the way, because there's much of it out there. This isn't synthetic. This is literally Mother Nature created. A gemstone which has had is physically floats in salt water. So that's why you saw Steve and Marius actually stood at the shoreline. It's because still to this day you can actually discover amber. Much of the world's amber supply is actually still out in the vast oceans, because the forest in and around the Baltic region itself, again with the geological occurrences, the movements of the tectonic plates, actually is now submerged under the sea. So much of the world's availability of this gemstone is not on land. So we literally rely on Mother Nature to maybe every so often give us an offering of this gemstone. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. But yeah, I mean, I forget what my point was. This is just a gemstone which is just massively significant, and we expect to pay the premiums. Moving on to... Oh, look at this. Now...
Oh, I love this one.
Me too. Some people don't know that, but amber comes in a few different colours. It's narrowed down to 7 for ease. Now, you have a lemon, you can have cognac, you have black amber, you have blue amber, you have cherry amber, you have green amber, and you have a lovely butterscotch as well. Now, you're basically getting 3 of those colours within this gorgeous pendant, which is a huge amount of precious metal. The one in the centre is your butterscotch, and butterscotch is a lot more opaque, which is beautiful, absolutely stunning. At the top you've got that delicate citrus lemon, and then you've got a large piece of your cognac amber. But look at the amount of sterling silver that's been invested into this. Tom, just remind me what we're taking this to. Really?
Goodness me. That is very Art Deco in design, isn't it? Art Nouveau.
Let me show you all the way around. JewelleryMakers, look at the amount of sterling silver. Let me turn it around this way again.
Wow.
Look at the amount of... Yeah, it's beautiful on the reverse as well. There's a 925 stamp just there. Look at the amount of sterling silver. Absolutely stunning craftsmanship. Let's just say that jewellers that Linda was mentioning, you wouldn't find a second-hand piece of amber for anywhere near the star-buy price. These are brand new premieres. It's never been on your screens previously before. And it's under £20.
What?
Does anybody else think that's...
Yeah, I do.
Unbelievable. Hello, Kathy. Why do you do it, JM? I was sure I wouldn't buy today. And then you put on the most gorgeous amber and simple to make ever. I totally agree, Kathy. Sorry, we've got a habit of tempting people. I know that. But look how beautiful. Look at that necklace. Could we possibly do anything to make that even any more breathtaking? Because I don't think so.
No, I don't think so too.
It's that piece of jewellery that I was just describing, you know, that suspends around the décolletage, that literally you can feel the physical warmth.
I think that actual design as well, Elle, sort of actually creates more. The actual design helps with the mystique of the amber as well. I think it's a very clever design, and because for me, amber is very mystical. But I think that is probably one of the most clever settings I've ever seen amber put for the sheer beauty of design. You know, I mean, it's just absolutely stunning in its simplicity, isn't it?
Ollie's just said that's 3 different settings.
Exactly.
3 potential different amber pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
And they've all got to match as a collection, if you've got to remember. So that's why another reason why we'll probably only have 98 of these. For under £20.
Yeah.
With some of the rarest colours. Don't forget you've got that money back guarantee. Not that I think for 1 second you're going to need it. Not for 1 second. I mean, JewelleryMakers, you've got here a gemstone. So that takes us 31st of September, your extended money back guarantee is up till. You've got a gemstone here, which is not just gemologically beautiful and fascinating. This has got historical significance, biological significance, paleontological significance. Is it any wonder, all the logicals, is there any wonder that we are absolutely fascinated by this gemstone? But it's expensive ordinarily. Clearly not with us. Well done. Again, I do expect this to sell out. You've got that beautiful bail. I have to show you this because I think literally just pop a popcorn chain or a chain of your choice literally through that beautiful high luster open simple bail, and away you go. Now this. It's a good job they're affordable, because I couldn't make a decision, to be honest. I think I'd be choosing all of them. I love that. I mean, look at the cherry amber. That's almost carnelian warm red, isn't it?
Again, it's very mystical in design, isn't it? It's very Viking looking, I think.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, it's like an amulet, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, I totally get that. Did you know that amber is actually... it's the substance that we learnt about electricity from. We actually found out what electricity was from amber as a gemstone.
Incredible.
So can we add physics to that then?
Yes.
I think we can. We can
Physiological.
Physics.
No, it doesn't work, does it?
Just physics.
Just physics.
Yes, physics. So yeah, this is a gemstone that if you literally rub it with another substance, it produces electrons. So hence the word itself, electron, electric, was derived from this very gemstone. It's absolutely fascinating what it has revealed to us over the millions of years it's been in existence. I love this combination. Yeah, you see something, what did you say, quite Viking?
Yeah, on that sort of shape. I really do. I see something very, as I say, very Middle Ages, very Viking. Again, I think such a clever design.
Beautiful design, brand new, premiering, again that huge investment. We just turn it round of your sterling silver for under £20. Now cherry amber is very rare. When you first look at cherry amber you might think, okay, this one actually is really red, which is really encouraging because sometimes cherry amber can almost look dark, so dark that it's almost mahogany. This has definitely got that sort of glowing red. Again, look how the internal inclusions of the amber within your cognac are playing with the light. It'll almost look like burning embers at the bottom of a fire, how the, you know how the fire itself kind of dances those orange flames. You've kind of got that within this beautiful shape. I love the edges. I think maybe that's maybe what's taking us to those different sort of eras, is the actual shaping of the cabochons. It's not just simply a smooth dome. You've almost got like a points on each of the corners. Beautiful, brand new premiere, very popular. I bet you if you get hold of both of these pendants, for sure, you'll have people admiring them, and more to the point, like, oh, can you make me one of those? Because that's what they're going to. Of course they are. Can I have one of those? And you'll say, think they've possibly sold out. Right, okay, so we're really excited about this next launch because we've got them in 3 different colours. We've got the lemon, the cognac and the cherry. And I don't believe we've ever done this graduation before. It is completely and utterly effortless. You have sterling silver spaces in between, but you know,
I love these.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? So we have them in the abalone
shape, isn't it? Like a lozenge. I just think that is so fabulous.
They are very, very, very cool. So we have this gorgeous graduation in the abalone. We've done that before in the bars. We've done this graduation in shell.
Shell, yeah.
But to my knowledge, this is the first time that we've ever actually done it in amber. That, again, is absolute precision, isn't it?
It is precision. I mean, it's almost bezeled inside its own form, really, isn't it? It's so smooth and tactile. You just can't stop looking at that particular shape. I think they're just gorgeous.
Something for the gents, I agree. If you didn't want to use them as a graduation, maybe just use one as a simple pendant. I think that would look really cool on cord. We have 98 of these available. It comes with sterling silver. Yeah. These being amber, they're very lightweight, so you could absolutely use them in earrings. I think that's a great idea.
You've got 3 pairs of earrings there and 1 pendant, haven't you?
Brilliant. That's true, because you could actually break them down, couldn't you? You could actually use maybe the smaller sizes for your earrings and the pendants in the centre. Graphics Alive jewellery makers, we have this in the lemon and also in the cognac, and the cherry. The cognac is still always the most popular. I think it's the most commercially recognised colour. I mean, if you look at our graphics of amber behind me, what colour amber do we actually choose? It's the cognac, of course it is. And actually you see those beautiful patterns within the actual wording itself. Again, you've got that wonderful, it's like, you know, we talk about Hessonite garnet that actually has this beautiful, you know, sometimes when you drop an ice cube in ice and you get that patterning an ice cube in whiskey, and you get that lovely patterning, that swirling, you get that within your amber as well. Totally, totally natural. The first people, the first 4 people, have all bought 12 within the first 4 people.
It's incredible. I mean, it is very, it's the first time I've ever seen amber cut like that. It's certainly a first for JM, and you know, that's just unique. Just somebody tell me where else you could go to get A, amber of this quality, B, knowing that it's real deal, and C, at this price?
Nowhere.
There isn't, is there?
I've not found anywhere.
No.
No, absolutely nowhere. I mean, I can't even think of an amber jewellers local to me now, unless I go into the centre of sort of Birmingham maybe, because the quantity is dwindling and dwindling, so those boutique jewellers are becoming much more few and far between, and they are 3 figures. $17.95 for one of the most cutting edge designs. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous.
Well,
you could do flowers. Yeah, great idea. That's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. It's
really modern.
Beautiful.
How do you take
modern.
a gemstone which is potentially hundreds of millions of years old and make it modern?
Exactly.
How do you do that?
I mean, you know, as far as I'm aware, you know, our buying team, when we're buying from our supplier, what's his name?
Marius.
Marius, yeah. Then all these are real sort of special orders, and we don't get them until he has actually made them. It's sort of things. Obviously, that's fairly obvious, but he has to make these up. So he himself has to get these selections of amber and do the work on them. So again, you know, it's looking at that price and remembering all the all the work that goes into it before you actually get it delivered.
I think
to yourself.
you're making a really good point as well. I mean, with all of our guests that come here, they are physically putting their faces to this product, basically. So this is a Marius product. So yeah, he's putting his own face to it. So you know that you are getting that amazing quality. Like I said, one of the lightest gemstones on the planet. It's a great indicator of actually deciphering whether amber is true or an imitation. You know with us that it is only going to be the real deal. An incredible treasure that is still discovered, having been washed up onto the shore, and does come in different shades. But like I said, the cognac's the most commercially recognised. Now this is the cherry. So if you love, you know, that sort of deep mahogany-like colour and a flash. If you remember do you remember cola cubes as a child? You know when you used to hold those up to the light? When you used to hold those up to the light, you used to get that flash of red. Yeah? That's what I always see when I look at cherry amber. Look at how beautiful. Obviously, I'm not making comparison to that. Just the colours itself. It's got a warmth to this. Now, if I wanted to, Linda, 7 pieces of amber with sterling silver spacers. If I wanted to make a sort of a multicoloured amber graduation bar necklace, could I literally just alternate these colours?
Definitely, definitely. Again, you see, I'm going back to design because it's such a striking design that as a jewellery maker, I know whatever I made from these amber slices that it would have to be simplistic in design, because it's such an iconic look. I wouldn't want it to be overcrowded.
No, I agree.
You know, I think that just that complete shape is so fantastic that you need to keep the jewellery simple. I mean, just literally use 2 of them on very simple drop earrings. Very simple.
And the spaces, the 925 sterling silver spaces that I'm just doing this strand up so I don't lose any. There we go. Yeah, literally pop this. Don't discard those spaces either. £17.95, and I think everybody will have a favourite colour. I really do love the cherry red because it's that richness, that opulence that you get from this beautiful gem. So £17.95. I think, you know, I wouldn't do anything differently to what our in-house designers have actually done on these necklaces. I would literally just restrand it as it is.
Definitely.
Because, I mean, there's that statement look. The design aspect has already been taken care of.
Completely and utterly.
Beautiful. Okay. And finally on to the lemon. Hold this up to the neckline. Imagine it now on sterling silver. A piece of jewellery that I don't think you'd ever need to take off.
my word.
Look at that.
I love lemon amber. It's actually my favourite, the lemon.
The lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Can you see the light?
Glow. See the glow coming from
moving. Hiya, Deb Briggs. My cola cubes didn't hang around long enough for me to look at them in the light, but now you've said that, you're so right about the colour. Thank you. Do you know, Deb, as you messaged that, everybody in the studio was saying that in my ear. A good quality cola cube. I didn't hold it up to the light. It was straight down the hatch. Yeah, I used to love cola cubes. But yeah, I know what you're saying. They have got a similar colour, haven't they? But look at this. This is beautiful. You have a colour that just seems to glow. Now with lemon amber, you get more transparency. Much more transparency. Now that isn't necessarily a negative, because actually with that transparency, light, it becomes almost contained. If you can imagine a single light source contained in a gemstone for millions and millions of years, and it's just wanting to break out. That's what I see when I actually look at your lemon amber. It travels internally. This is Linda's favourite, and I understand why. They are beautiful, aren't they?
They're just so beautiful.
Lots of multi-buyers on this one too. Well done, Devon. Well done, Christine. Hello to you, Berkshire. Hello to you, Nicolette. Hello to you, Alison. Hello to you, Margaret. Hello to you, London, Barbara, Marion, Lisa, Claire, Angus, West Lothian, Merseyside and Devon. I don't think I would be doing anything differently other than what our in-house designers did. Why overcomplicate the actual design aspect? Again, you know, I think about different sort of inspirations, and I look at this and I can see the Empire State Building, so maybe something quite Art Deco.
Yeah, I think it's very deco looking. But looking at that shot now, again, with attention to design, you see where the drill hole is.
Yeah.
So it's leaving that piece of amber above the drill hole, so you see that complete shape. Yeah. It's not suddenly cut off at the top like the drill hole.
And
so
I could turn it, couldn't I? Yeah. If I wanted that pendant shape to be flat on the decolletage, I could very easily turn that.
Yeah, you can turn it just a different way.
Use like a pinch bail.
But I just think that that's so enlightening, having that drill hole exactly where it is, so that you can see that complete lozenge shape.
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
lovely.
it's not interrupted by that sort of point at the top.
Gorgeous. I love that. Well done. Now, the last of our new pieces, it's so much more than that description. I'm a real fan of this one. Have we got it made up? I think so. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
It's really pretty. It's not a nugget.
No, it's a drop, isn't it?
That's a drop.
Yeah. It's an absolute drop. A nugget, you'd expect it to be ununiform in its shape.
Yeah. Now, if it were a nugget, then okay, I'd say, okay, I understand this star by price tag, but it's not a nugget. It's definitely not a nugget. Okay, that's a good thing for you guys at home then. Again, it comes in the two parts. You have your sterling silver bail with the lemon amber cabochon set within. Of course, you have your slightly bird post. And you have that really beautiful, again, La Peregrina drop shape.
I can see all those little, what is that in there? You know, what are all those little bits and pieces?
Exactly.
Where's it from? It's sort of what I call a questioning gemstone, isn't it? There's lots and lots of questions.
I have 100 of these available, and this is already very popular. I really like this one. I think, because we haven't labelled it as a drop, which obviously takes more time. It's how much, sorry? That's lower than what you originally said to me, though. I know it's not a nugget. That's what I've just been saying. £17.95 is absolutely incredible. It's a drop, though, isn't it? Okay. Our mistake is your gain, jewellery makers, Tom says. This needs to sell out at this price tag, though, jewellery makers. It needs to absolutely... They have to be in your collection at that price. £13.60 for the amber on its own. Okay. We had how many? 100. Just shy of 100 of these available. It is that perfect amber pendant, and it's also the perfect amber pendant, which, let's be honest, it's one of those gemstones we sometimes get big sizes in, don't we? It's a lightweight stone, so you can. But I quite like the daintiness of this. That being said, it's still 25 millimetres in its actual length. This, for me, is the piece of amber jewellery that I would never take off.
Totally. I mean, it's one of those pieces, yeah, that you would just have on and leave it on, because it would work with absolutely everything and for any occasion, wouldn't it? But you know, £13.60 for that, and then if you get a silver chain, probably from here around about the £5, £6 mark anyway. I mean, just start getting. I mean, I don't want to mention the word, but I think we've already done it in
Christmas.
July anyway. Yeah, why not start to collect?
Absolutely.
And I mean, who is going to think like that piece of jewellery there, that drop on that silver chain, it's probably cost you less than £20.
Right, yeah, exactly. Which, let's be honest, if you're £20 doesn't buy you much these days.
No. I mean, you wouldn't get change out of 25 at Christmas time for a bunch of flowers.
You can't buy a decent bottle of perfume these days for £20, can you?
Absolutely not. Oh, my goodness, no.
I mean, you might get some of the ones from sort of the sort of, I don't know, the chemists and those kind of things, but not the posh French ones.
Absolutely not. Goodness,
you're getting an amber, a genuine amber, and 925 sterling silver.
Actually, you mentioning that amber is the base of some fragrances,
yes.
isn't it?
Oh, you've just come up with the best idea.
I mean, as I say, you get ambergris candles.
Because you can smell it, can't you?
Smell
it's actually a gemstone that if you hold over heat, don't put it in a naked flame, but hold it over a heat, it has an actual fragrance, a woody fragrance.
Yeah, beautiful.
Amazing! I'm getting some of these for that reason now. You know, I always tell you that at on Christmas Day, everyone 9 times out of 10, our family all come to us, and because I really like cooking and I like entertaining and everything. So, but we don't just have crackers. We do little table gifts. Don't cost a fortune, but it's part of their present, if you like. How beautiful would this be for the ladies?
Exactly.
I mean, you can keep your tape measure from your cracker.
Yeah.
Definitely don't need that this year.
Clippers,
yeah, exactly. Give me amber. Wow. Okay. Right. Shall we do last of stock? Oh, haven't never seen these. They've only been on here once. Oh, they're gorgeous. How do you go about faceting amber into stars? I can't even draw a star, let alone.
No, I can't.
They're really hard to draw.
Yeah, they are hard to draw.
It's not 2 triangles. I know what you mean. I do that too. That's how I would draw it.
I was trying a couple of weeks ago to draw a star for one of the children.
It's really hard.
And it is. I always get one point much shorter than the other 4.
So imagine trying to cut a gemstone.
Yeah, exactly.
A beautiful, beautiful organic gemstone. I mean, that's pressure, isn't it? You won't want to fluff it up. 6 millimetres. Would you like to see them in the ear? I can hold one.
Do you know what, Elle? I actually think that those would make great presents for a little girl.
Yeah,
who's perhaps
lovely.
not long had her ears pierced or something like
that.
Yeah,
nice idea.
You know, it's quite a childlike, iconic designer star, and it's just the right size for a child, isn't it? I think. Oh well, I know all my nieces would love those.
Oh, they're really pretty, aren't they? Really beautiful. Ollie's just saying his little girl's after her ears being pierced.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got that nagging now. £9.95.
Wow.
For all of that gorgeous 925 sterling silver, like you said, something you can just really, you can wear. Sometimes earrings can be quite heavy, can't they? You won't find that with your amber. Again, look at the investment of the precious metal that's gone into these. These are not just simple butterfly backs, they're actually one of the more luxurious of posts.
Exactly.
They are lovely, aren't they? And again, £10 for genuine amber. Hello Wiltshire, hello to you Carol in Northamptonshire, hello to you Suzette, Cambridgeshire, Sally, Denise, Margaret, Christine, Sue. Hiya Jan, I've never seen these before. So they've only been on your screens once previously. I wonder, just an idea, because I know you like to think outside the box, jewellery makers, if you wanted to, given the fact that they're under £10, you could possibly remove the very end bit of the earring, just so you've got a little tiny post, And I wonder if you could maybe set that into a pearl. Wonder, what do you think? Maybe get your Dremel to a pearl.
I'll let you know. I'm going on a Dremel course in a couple of weeks.
Go.
Exactly for that, for drilling. So
Have a little
I'll let
whirl.
you know. Yeah.
Moving
Good
on.
idea.
What number? Should we do the lemons? Deal of the day, we might be a little bit behind, jewellery makers, because we've got lots we want to squeeze in for you. Oh, very cool. So you can actually choose your amber. Oh yeah, the deal of the day is unbelievable. Absolutely. I'm going to put that on a blackboard. Absolutely unbelievable quality Ethiopian opal. So it's, believe me, it's worth the wait. Here we go. So, oh, you can mix it up. Maybe you've got multiple piercings going up the ear. Yes.
Really nice.
So you could, and that's an ideal time for me to show you this. Well, there's your cherry. There's your cherry amber. Bring back your cognacs. There you go. That's £30 for three pairs of amber earrings. I know the cherry's quite hard to see on the board. That would look lovely, wouldn't it? Going up the ear. Right now we're bringing you the lemon. Oh no, I've put them up and I can't. Oh, that one goes in there. Remember which one goes in what. And they're measuring 6mm, so nice wearable size. You know they're not going to be heavy or uncomfortable in the earlobe because it's amber. It's the lightest, one of the lightest materials. It's got the lowest specific gravity on Earth, or one of the lowest, I should say. £9.95 only. Beautiful. Actually, it really works. It's got a serenite appearance about it, I think, lemon amber. Yeah, reflecting the silver that you're seeing, it's sort of in the post itself. Obviously, when they're in the ear, they'll actually deepen ever so slightly. Really beautiful. Let's bring you the cherry. I'll take these off the board so you can see them better. Because it's a much darker colour, it's harder to see. So here you go. That one there. I'll pop one in the ear for you, actually. So you, again, so you can actually see. So these are your cherry amber. I do love cherry amber. I just think the richness of it is absolutely beautiful.
They're lovely.
They are pretty, aren't they?
Yeah.
And even actually against the skin, you get that flash of red.
Yeah, of course you do, with the light passing over it. And well, it glows, doesn't it, amber?
Yeah,
It's got
it
a
does glow. Yeah, and it'll actually get better with age. One of the few gemstones that gets deeper and deeper in its colouring with age.
I think it's it's the oxygen in the air, isn't it, that deepens the amber.
Absolutely incredible. A gemstone that actually originates from a resin of prehistoric trees in a really dense forest that once existed in the Baltic region of Poland. These days, the majority of that location is submerged under the coastal lines itself. But yeah, that liquid, which was produced millions of years ago, whether it got hair follicles, whether it had, I don't know, insects, flora and fauna cocooned within, has withstood that time. Hello, Claire. I just bought these as a graduation present. Oh, bless.
Fantastic.
She's a star. Thank you, JM. Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful idea. That's it. It's like little, it's not breaking the bank, but yet you're getting a beautiful and rare commodity in this beautiful gemstone. Well done to you, Claire. Congratulations. Stay where you are. Moving on. I love this strand. This caught my attention. I'm a big fan of our amber strands, especially as it's so easy to make comparisons, but do make sure it is genuine. The best one, which I always go to, it's not necessarily the best, but go onto that website that might be on high streets, it might not. It's got lots of different traders under that one app. And you'll find something like this, but you'll find it for 3 figures. Huge in kids' jewellery at the moment as well, because they believe that amber helps our little ones through the teething process. They are more olive shapes. Yeah, I agree. They're much bigger than beads. Yeah. And you've got again that graduation of colours. You've got a mixtures of your butterscotch. You've got your lemons. You've got your Baltic colour, sorry, Baltic cognac colour. I went blank then for a second. Really lovely and lightweight. All your amber will have a quite generous drill hole, so if you literally wanted to pop this onto elastic, especially with your kids' jewellery, I would do that. Then it breezes through, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And I was only reading the other night that the teething thing as well has been used for like decades.
Oh, is it really? It's not a new thing?
It's not a new thing. No.
But not only that, is it just me? Is it just me? But whenever I see a little one rocking around in amber, it's like the cutest thing ever.
Oh, very
the
much
cutest, cutest thing, isn't it? Little boys look really cool with amber in a necklace, and little girls look so beautiful. I agree. Ollie's just saying these shapes just seem to work so much better than just like a spherical bead. I totally get where you're coming from. It's that organicness of the gem. $26.95. Oh, I'm buying some of these. How many do we have? 42 of them. I think I'm going to buy some of these for when little one inside in here comes out and needs amber. Get it ahead at these kind of prices. That's crazy. I kind of look at this and think that's a £50 minimum Jewellery Maker strand, and that's here. Outside of these four walls, if you saw this knotted, if you saw these mixed in with something like pearls, maybe some Charlie Barron pearls, how incredible would that be?
Some sort of big fireball pearl.
Yeah.
A real sort of baroque pearl in there.
Lovely. Now, if you want Charlie Barron pearls, make sure you tune into Saturday Late Show. Mr. Neary's actually producing, and he's just telling me, Mr. Neary, he's got last in stock Charlie Barron pearls for you, Jewellery Makers. I'm joining you on this. Sorry, what did you say, quantity? Okay, limited. Yeah, I'm with you, Denise. Hang on, I think I've stock again. Yeah, I've lost your names, but stay where you are on those phone lines. Congratulations. Moving on to... Do we have any Canadians watching right now? Or do we have any nature lovers? I think we're all qualified as that. Or... amber comes from trees, right? I'm not saying it's a maple tree, but look at those.
Oh, they're lovely.
I've never seen these before.
They look like maple syrup, maple leaves as well, don't they?
I like maple syrup.
I know I do. I love maple syrup.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Beautiful. With your sterling silver beads dotted in between. I don't know, you might have acquaintances over in Canada, you might have, just like I said, you might love trees, and they are beautiful, aren't they? I think they're absolutely fascinating. But it really works, again, with the whole origin of this gemstone. I have 66 of these available. I've never seen it before. Again, that intricacy that you're seeing, to actually achieve that perfect leaf. What?
Wow.
What?
That's ludicrous.
That really is.
That's crazy.
Imagine one of those in like a wire wrapped ring. Some gorgeous sterling.
Pairs of earrings as well.
Yeah. Just one on a shepherd hook, like for autumnal designs. Because it doesn't have to be a maple leaf. It looks quite similar to an oak leaf, doesn't it? I'm not great on tree leaves. You know, it doesn't have to be maple. £14.95 for this amount of intricacy. Danny's been to Canada, travelled in Canada, particularly fond of Canada. Danny! He said, I buy this. Definitely, to remind you maybe of travels or holidays that you've once had, but I'm thinking autumn, personally. I love autumn. I love it when the leaves start to turn and you get those really beautiful shades of golden yellows and reds and oranges. Imagine just like cascade earrings. Oh, £14.95. I can't see you, unfortunately, our web has crashed. But we had, how many did you say, 66? 66. Christine, Devon, Beryl, Linda, Amanda, Louise, Essex, Barry, hello to you. Check out those baskets, everybody. That's a crazy price tag. Would you maybe do something like this?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, you could drop the maple leaf from one of those little nuggets for earrings, couldn't you? But I tell you what, those maple leaves make great sort of charm droppers off of a bracelet, wouldn't it? Just the one by the clasp.
Gorgeous. I love that. Absolutely love that. Moving on. Two. Ooh. Oh, yeah, now I did launch this. These are very cool. Oh no, don't twist it, Elle. Here we go. Again, somebody that's looking for more of a contemporary amber design. I'll hold that up to the neckline for you. Sorry. Again, you have the sterling. Look at the amount of sterling silver. Given the fact that we're basically looking at the amber in its narrowest area, looking at the side profile, every single one of those ambers is spaced by sterling silver.
Beautiful. Do you know what? They would work really well, to be honest, with the slices that we had earlier.
Oh yeah,
One of those,
with the launch slices.
Yeah.
I really like this, and again, I think this is great for gents' jewellery as well.
Definitely.
I know that if I was to show this to my husband, he would 100% wear it. Mm-hmm. It's one of those gemstones. He said, "Oh, you got a little Brucey bonus one in there, a little bonus sterling silver spacer."
Oh yeah.
Well done. Yeah, I launched this and it absolutely flew out the door. Hello to Florida, Wiltshire, Swansea, Devon. Oh, there's 4 beautiful locations straight away. I bet it's hot in every single one of those locations. We can't see daylight. It's very cool though. $49.95 only. It's what temperature in Florida? 20 degrees. 28. Okay. Well, actually, I think the UK is hotter than Florida today. We're in the 30s today, and we're not coping. No. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Popping this onto something really simple: elastic beading thread, leather, £29.95. Again, I mean, we've always brought you quality amber, and we've always brought it to you at massively competitive prices. But we've got to remember that now we're not just Jewellery Maker as a channel. We've got channels, so our buying power is that much more influential. So we're probably buying more of it. Therefore, we can probably negotiate a slightly lower price tag. £29.95 for all of that amber. It's not a gemstone that you see actually in carat weights because it's an organic gemstone, so much like your pearls, your abalone, those kind of things. It's done on millimetres or measurements rather than actually the weight itself. Stay where you are. Oh, now, coming up this afternoon, ideal opportunity for me to give this gorgeous lady a bit of a plug. We have the lovely Claire McDonald, who's doing gem setting. Linda, would these be perfect for gem setting?
Absolutely they would. In fact, I think Claire has got other gemstones in those very, very similar shapes.
Has she?
And they look amazing, yeah.
Now, oh, look at that amber. Amber works really well with our sterling silver wire, I gather, because it's got, it's got a certain texture. I know it's very smooth, but it grips, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It actually grips to the wire.
Yeah.
I understand. So if you want to learn how to actually gem set or prong set, and don't forget, Jake told you yesterday that ring mounts are on the horizon.
Mm-hmm. They are, yeah. All the
literally
calibrated,
imminent.
Yeah.
Literally imminent, yeah. So get hold of your cabochones and your faceted stones. Beautiful, again, classic cognac colour. You get all 3 of them. Nice to actually have the 3 identical sizes so that if you do get regular or repeat commissions, then you can say, what? That's not a should-be price. That's £3.32 per cabochon.
Wow. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. No, it's not just you, Linda. It is.
It is crazy.
It's totally bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. I can use this for bead embroidery.
Do you know what as well? All those clever wire workers out there, I can imagine Rachel Norris thinking immediately of a million things she could do with that.
Yeah.
Set that in the middle of a Beatles.
A million things for the millions of years.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Can you imagine setting that as a Beatles body?
Oh.
Call it Ringo if you like. Or any sort of a little hedgehog. I mean, it's just got so many
Potential.
potential, yeah.
So much potential.
Yeah.
We even offer you, jewellery makers, the sterling silver stud post that you could just glue this amber to. You can wire set this, you can bead bezel this, you can use it with your beading foundations, you can even, like I said, just physically glue them because it's such a lightweight gemstone, it will actually adhere. How on earth are we at £2 each? $3.32 was crazy.
Yeah.
Look, there we go. There's a little bit of wonderful
exactly.
wire work. Your gallery wire.
Gallery wire, yeah.
Gallery wire. Seed bead. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. So all of these cabochons will work exactly in that same way. Unbelievable deal. I only had a few of those left though. So make sure you do check out. Now, talking of absolutely unbeatable deals, and also I have to show you unbeatable quality. This is your deal of the day. You are in the realms of parcels here, jewellery makers. This is a parcel of genuine Ethiopian opal with so much play of colour, which of course is what we aspire to. These are what we call rose cut. So can you see they have a flat bottom and then a nice curved top. I'm going to talk some more about that facet and how it really is a blessing to your Ethiopian opal. Gorgeous.
Now, this coming Sunday is very exciting for us because we are unleashing a brand new guest designer. That's you, Mikey. And you may have heard me mention this man's name a few times. I've been too excited. He's tried to do it on the quiet and I kept letting the cat out of the bag, didn't I? I couldn't help myself, too excited. This is Mikey B, and Mikey B is going to be our new guest designer on Sunday, aren't you? Live from 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Can you get up early?
Oh, yes.
Oh, we'll be all right then. So, we've spoilt you with 4 kits.
4 amazing kits. Tiger's Eye, absolutely incredible. The red Tiger's Eye. Should toy and see the colour play is amazing.
You're knocked out with it.
Amazing kits. Absolutely.
And you're very excited, aren't you?
I am over the moon. Absolutely ecstatic.
It's going to be wonderful. So, this coming Sunday, you do not want to be anywhere else. We are also being joined by Linda Brunwell in the studio, live from 8 a.m. So do please join us. Let's give him a really warm, supportive Jewellery Maker welcome, as I know you will do, this coming Sunday at 8 a.m.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then tune into Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 p.m. for our Get Started Hour. One of our fantastic designers will be showing you basic techniques, giving you lots of hints and tips, bringing you one of our specially designed kits for newbies, and showing you step-by-step demonstrations to get you started on your jewellery making journey. Get started with Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 p.m.
It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 68,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs, and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
I'm Sylvie Fairhurst from the Beadworkers Guild, and I'm really excited to say that JewelleryMaker are going to be with us for their 3rd year running on International Beading Week. International Beading Week is very exciting. We have people from all over the globe coming together to bead. JewelleryMaker will have lots of competitions and bead launches, so make sure you stay tuned on JewelleryMaker all week.
That's a photograph that you've seen on television in all the books for the last 8 years. The actual opal is in the central seam here, and we're actually going to go and film now for the first time ever with a movie, and let's go and meet the people and see how they bring us this just sensational gemstone.
Here is the area that the operators they are mining.
Yep.
They are going just more than 100 meters.
Wow, so 100 meters into the rock.
Into draw.
So if I understand that everything they've taken out,
Sure.
if they leave it out,
Okay.
A, it doesn't look nice, but B, it becomes unsecure.
Okay.
So they push it all back in when they're finished.
Sure.
Yeah. In the very, very beginning, the whole of that ridge,
Yeah. All this,
they
all
were
the
literally
belts.
very only sort of a few meters in, but now they're having to go quite a long way. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you see this one, it's at the maximum just 1 meter. That
Yeah,
means
yeah.
the thickness.
Yeah.
1 meter. When you go deeply, the thickness becomes small.
The whole seam is only about 1 meter,
1 meter.
and that's it.
Yeah. Not more than that.
And actually looking at the landscape,
Yeah.
you can understand why they're not looking for any alluvial deposits here, because
Sure.
with so much rain it would have washed a long, long way away. So
Sure.
the only place now is in the host rock here.
Yeah. This one.
Just to make you aware, I've just had guest designer Claire in the studio fancying these.
Well, as she went up the steps in the studio, she got a phone out. Ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready to get... I don't blame her at all. Claire's up on your mid-show. I'm just going to be doing some incredible, incredible gem setting. Look at these, though. Oh. If I was to tell you, or say to you, imagine the finest quality Ethiopian opal that you possibly can. I bet this would be what would be sort of at the forefront of your mind. Ethiopian opal has an amazing display of play of colour, which is the most desired characteristic of opal, of course. Earning itself the undisputed title of the Queen of Gemstones, it's understandable to see why. But actually, Ethiopia was a relative newcomer to in terms of the opal market itself. Australia had always dominated. In a few locations like sort of Andamuka, Adelaide, you know, the southwest regions of Australia. until the mid-1990s when Ethiopian opal hit the actual market, 1994 to be specific, and it created probably one of the biggest, it almost flipped the opal market on its head. And that is because it had always been Australia, 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 Australia. And now all of a sudden even the Australian market was wanting Ethiopian opal. Did you know that is actually the case? Ethiopian opal is one of the most desired opals in the world, in the entire world. So, what is it about this location that brings you that desirability? It has a characteristic play of colour, as I said earlier on, but the reason why that's so prominent is because it's called hydrophane. Have you noticed that your Ethiopian opal is not opaque? Have you noticed that your Ethiopian opal has got a level of transparency, which means, it's so hard to hold these opals in these tweezers, which means that you don't just see the play of colour across the surface, you see it even into the heart of the gemstone. Aren't they amazing? And we are showing you in the worst possible lighting conditions, because our studio has not one or two light sources, we've got over 100 of them. This is actually more accurate. This is what you'll see when you get it home. Now we have a big show coming up this afternoon with Claire, so if you have any questions about gem setting, then literally make sure you're here this afternoon. So 1994, this location's name was, look at that, was sincerely put on the map. And then again, there were a few following discoveries, the Wello region probably being the most significant. But again, dominance of your hydrophane performance. Let me explain what hydrophane means. When you see an opal, and if it looks like it's almost like a snow globe, like the colours are almost migrating around internally. Don't forget, opal comes from silica spheres or silica itself. If you can see that appearance, then that's a hydrophane opal. But as I said earlier on, now one of, if not the most desirable opal over in Australia is not their own, is actually Ethiopian opal. It's my favourite location of source. I love the fact that you get this beautiful, fresh, white body colour, but a level of transparency. And I'm just showing you one here, but look how many you're getting, an entire parcel, and they're all beautifully faceted rose cuts. Again, Claire stepped in earlier on and was like, oh, they're amazing, can I have some of those? I don't blame her for that. They've got smotherings of play of colour. This is a beautiful deal of the day, limited edition, of course. Have you just literally whipped that up?
Literally within 2 minutes.
This will be ideal for later. They're stunning.
Ah, Claire.
Gorgeous.
Oh my goodness me. I had 100 of these available, jewellery makers. 100. Once they're gone, they are absolutely gone. Look at that colour. And again, we are not looking at this. You're not looking at this in the best lighting conditions. When you actually get this home, or even in outside light, you get these beautiful flashes of play of colour. That's hydrophane performance. Again, do you notice how this has got much more clarity than what you would find maybe in your Australian opal?
Yeah, definitely.
That's that desirable characteristic. Hydrophane performance. The red is actually another thing that we need to discuss, because actually that's highly dominant in Ethiopian opal. And the red is actually the rarest colour to get hold of in this gemstone, and that equates to the distance and the size that the silica spheres are contained within the gemstone. You're getting approximately 10 to 12. Rose cutting basically means it's one of the older cuts, and we use these for diamonds also. They have a flat bottom, and all the carat weight, the bulk of the carat weight, is actually made up on the top of the actual gemstone itself. Debbie, Jan, Christine, Devon, Joan, Wiltshire, Janice, Gemma, Alison, Cornwall, Liverpool, well done to you, London. I mean, think about how much this ring that Claire has just made would be in a jeweller's.
Exactly.
With sterling silver.
I mean, Claire has just, obviously she's made that ring shank herself for this afternoon show. And then she's popped that Ethiopian opal into it, and it's lost none of its vivacity. It's lost none of its, you know, so your skin is actually feeding that opal with some moisture, and it's still performing beautifully.
Absolutely. It can't be contained, can it?
No, not at all.
And we're in the worst possible lighting conditions that any opal could be.
Underneath that opal, against your flesh, there's obviously a barrier with your flesh, but it's such high quality that the light's going in, returning back with all of this beautiful sort of, forgive me, but I just call it Tinkerbell colours. You know, it's this, I've lost the glitter, iridescence that only Ethiopian opal seems to possess. I mean, just look at the amount, and that's actually water that's inside there that's creating all of that beautiful colour-y piece.
It's absolutely fascinating, and anything over. We are having, by the way, I've just been told there's a few issues on the web. So if you can't watch us, I understand, but you can actually purchase on the web itself. So. If you can tune into us, we're on Sky, we're on Freeview, so you can actually. Yeah, we are aware of those issues. Apologies for that. Deal of the day, I can see tons of you are with us there. You just might not be able to physically hear what I'm saying. So I just make sure that this deal of the day is absolutely unbeatable in terms of its actual deal. In terms of quality, obviously play of colour, hydrophane performance, but how much of that percentage surface do you actually see in play of colour? It's estimated that anything over 80% is regarded as exceptional. I see considerably more than 80% play of colour across every single one of these absolutely beautiful opals. Under £50. Check out those baskets. Rose cuts, how often do we actually see rose cuts? Rose cut anything, let alone opals actually. It's not rare to see faceted opals.
Yeah, well exactly, I was about to say that. But to facet in this, I mean, they normally facet diamonds rose cut.
Yeah.
Oh
They're very popular. It's had a surge in popularity once again. And let me explain why that is. If you've got a round brilliant cut, I have my engagement ring's round brilliant cut. The bulk of the carat weight is actually built up in the pavilion, so you don't actually see that carat weight.
Exactly.
With a rose cut, it equates to a much larger looking gemstone. Jennifer Aniston had a rose cut diamond, for example. Yeah, and basically you have the flat bottom, you have the prongs, and the carat weight is all sort of bursting, if you like, from the setting itself. £39.95. Sorry. £39.95 only for this enormous parcel. So we're just kind of mixing it up here, just showing you with a few different opals that we've got within this parcel for you for £13. That one on its own, surely you can see that's an incredible price tag.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh my goodness me. In sterling silver wire. This is prong setting that is coming up on the mid-show. So make sure you tune in at 12 o'clock. It'll be myself and the fabulous, gorgeous Claire McDonald. If you want to create this beautiful, genuine opal and sterling silver prong set ring. £39.95 though. I mean, for that looks more than 8 carats to me. Is it just me? That's more than 8 carats.
I thought so.
It looks far, far, far more than 8 carats. You've got your blues, your yellows, your reds, your pinks, and literally over 80%, so you know that it's that exceptional quality. Rose cut, which I can't remember if We had it in a diamond, I think, once. We had it in a red diamond, didn't we?
That's right, red diamond, that's right, yeah.
Once upon a time, but I can't remember anything else other than that. If you want to have the appearance of a much larger carat weight, and I would normally be discussing this with a gemstone like your diamonds, then definitely go for this vintage cut. We're seeing a big surge in popularity once again of your rose cut, and it makes sense really, because why would you hide the bulk of the carat weight of that wonderful gemstone in the mount itself? With this, it's actually going to protrude beautifully from those prong settings. Well done to you all. Jacqueline, Joan, Natasha, hello to you. London, Hilda, Mikey, hello to you. Isabel, Marge, hello to you. Kerry, Pat, Wendy, Kent, Linda, Mark, hello to you. Janice, hello to you. Sue, Trevor, hello to you. Sandra, Joan, Wiltshire, Debbie, Alison, Jan, Christine, Devon, Jackie's there, Hampshire's there. A lot of you with it in your baskets. We only had 100. That's not many. I mean, one of these, you can see that one of these at that incredible price tag would be unbelievable. Look at the quality of this beautiful design. So again, this is something that you can create. Just stay with myself and Claire. She's joining me in about 35 minutes to actually make this. I've got no, it's beyond my capabilities, but you would be looking at that constantly, wouldn't you? You would be looking at it constantly. That's a big stone.
I've mentioned before, but my auntie gave me her opal engagement ring, which was a little oval surrounded by little diamond chips, and I lost it in a burglary, you know, and you know, I never really got over it, and I've been looking for and this is the absolute truth, I promise you, hand on heart.
I remember you saying about that.
I've been looking for an opal that has that same look, that same quality that this opal, because as a little girl I was really fascinated with that ring. And these have got exactly that same play of colour as that ring I had.
It's the abundance of it, isn't it, that you're seeing within this?
It's all consuming, really.
Look at that one in the centre now.
Yeah, completely. I mean, just look at the power of it. You know, it's like the Northern Lights, isn't it?
Yeah. Totally is, and that's completely and utterly natural. Completely and utterly natural. Amazing, well done. You can see why, like I said earlier on, William Shakespeare was completely fascinated by this gemstone, and he actually labelled it the Queen of Gemstones. Well done. Now for your prong setting that's coming up this afternoon on the masterclass. Right now though, I've still got Luscious Linda for another half hour. Oh, Linda, can we show everybody what you're doing with your new bead launch?
Yeah, let's
this is amazing.
Up onto this. I'm just so taken with Elle's idea, and I can't think why I didn't do it before, because this is just the sort of bubble look that I really love.
Yes.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's just so
You need
gorgeous.
to wear that. Linda, you need to wear that.
It's so simple as well. There's about 3 on each one, on each link.
That's so cool.
I love it so much.
I love it.
Gorgeous.
Love, love, love it. Right then, who wants bundles? Hematite. Lapis lazuli in a double strand. They look gorgeous together. Emerald. Large pieces of emerald, Brazilian emerald. I love that. Look at the size of that one there. That's an enormous, enormous piece of genuine natural emerald. And another firm favourite of mine is your ruby zoisite. So a beautiful combination of 2 minerals that literally naturally grow together in one location. So it's actually found in Tanzania, not far away from the Tanzanite mine. So yeah, ruby and zoisite, which is a member well, zoisite is a gemstone family. Tanzanite's a member of that. It's a big bundle, a big, big bundle of beautiful gemstones, ones that we don't see that frequently, especially the ruby zoisite. Let's go straight down to it. Bundles mean further savings.
Wow.
Can I just show you that again? Look at the size of that emerald.
Wow.
Look at the size of that emerald. For the hematite on its own, for the lapis on its own, for the ruby zoisite on its own, and one locational gemstone, £11.40 even. Can you see us on the web?
I would definitely pay that for that ruby zoisite.
Yeah, definitely.
More than that for the ruby zoisite. It's beautiful.
We're on the case. I know you can't see us at the moment. You can see the deals. I don't know why I'm talking to you as if you can hear me, because you can't, but never mind. Never mind. Never mind, but you're making the most of these. Those of you with us on the TV screens, fabulous. Thank you. Stay with us, jewellery makers. Big bundle deals. I agree, for the ruby zoisite. That's done on its own, Linda. Because it is a one locational gemstone, and it's really expensive, ruby zoisite.
It's really, really expensive. But I mean, on the VT it's magnificent, but on your hand it's magnificent. You can see the ruby that's jumping out of some of those. It's just typical ruby colour.
And we had earlier on that 0.25 sterling silver wire. You were saying about microfaceted gemstones.
Exactly.
It'd be perfect for that.
Yeah, totally.
Well done. Moving on. Neon nylon cord. So you said earlier on about fashion coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very 70s, 80s, isn't it?
Very 80s at the moment. So yeah, I said, oh yeah, cycling shorts. I'm seeing lots of cycling shorts. Next it'll be the leg warmers and sweatbands.
I hope not. Shell suits.
Shell suits. Shell suits are already in. Wow. They're already,
Do you remember the velo ones as well? The velour ones as well?
It didn't do me any favours, those. No favours whatsoever. And they're really hot as well, aren't they?
Exactly.
Oh dear me. But yes, neon, fabulous. Lots of wonderful, bright, vivacious tassels and macrame and friendship bracelets.
Yeah, I mean, great for these new glass ring beads as well. Because you can macrame with that, with the beads.
Can I also say, make a suggestion? For those people that, because I know I was chatting to one of our viewers the other day, and she was saying that she does a collection for pets. What about doing things like dog collars?
Exactly.
Because they're going to be visible then, aren't they? I certainly am guilty of it from time to time when I'm walking my dogs. I wear dark clothing and I'm walking at night. It's just not sensible at all. So something that's constantly visible. Something that you can use in braids. I know that if I was to show this to my niece, she's a teenager, she would absolutely love these colours. Now what are you getting? You've got your neon nylons, 200 metres of your neon lime green in the 0.5 millimetres, that's that one just there. 200 metres of your neon in 1 millimetre. Then you're getting 70 metres of your green Eslon 0.4. You're getting 70 metres of your neon green 0.4. I've said that one. And the orange, sorry. There we go. There we go. It's massive. Should be £15.75. I get that you might be thinking, goodness me, that's so bright. But actually, if you were to wrap the neon green around, say, a black paracord, that would look super cool.
Yeah, seeing it there now like that is just reminding me that I'm hoping to bring a slightly new technique into JewelleryMaker. I haven't even spoken to anybody about it yet. But it's based on sort of Indian Reiki designs, and that's what I would be using, all of these bright neon threads within the designs.
But you know, you've just reminded me, there was a piece on the wall of fame that was Reiki bracelets.
Yeah.
And I thought, how beautiful.
Yeah, they are. So,
really
just
beautiful.
Use them with like, you know...
It's one little piece of cord, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. $5.95 for these. I mean, literally, that's a giveaway price. We can't even source them at those kind of prices.
Absolutely not.
How many metres in total? No. Yeah, it's more than that. 400... I'm going to say 6... No, there's more than that. 700 and something. We talk amongst ourselves while Tom does a little bit of maths. Okay. I've never said that maths is my strength. 570 metres. 570 metres you're actually getting in. These beautiful, beautiful colours. Well, they look like 200 metres each, didn't they? So I was like 2, 4, 6, 70 metres. That was my logic. Anyway, moving on. It's not important. It's a massive deal. Massive deal. Now, I love this bundle. This is beautiful. I think this is a little bit of Linda as well. Wow. I've seen this strand before. It was actually included in one of your kits.
It was. You're quite right. Yeah, that's magnesite, isn't it?
Yeah, amazing magnesite. You have also red matte tiger's eye.
Oh, I love the matte tiger's eye.
It's lovely, isn't it? You still have that chatoyancy.
Yeah.
You have some faceted natural fluorite. You have beautiful labradorite.
That's a cracking.
Goodness me, there's a lot here. I've got serpentine.
Oh, that's a pretty colour, isn't it?
I have grossular garnet, really?
Yes.
So we're talking about, okay, that lovely gooseberry green garnet. And then last but no means least, your aqua shell. Isn't that a stunning holiday colour pattern?
Absolutely.
Should be £35.65.
Well,
Should be.
That's a good price.
Amazing. Literally carrots upon carrots upon carrots of different variations of your gemstones,
gorgeous.
from your iridescence to your chatoyancy, high refraction to fluorescence. £22.95 is working out at £3.20 per strand.
I love that serpentine. Pretty colour, isn't it?
It is lovely, isn't it? It's kind of like a yellowy green.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And you know, really, basically, you are looking at a sort of a large kit there because they all work together.
Yeah.
Wonderfully well. I love that matte tiger's eye. It's beautiful. It's like burnt embers, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. You can see, watch us on YouTube now, Jewellery Makers. We're back on YouTube. Don't know about the website. No. But you can still purchase on the website, but you can actually watch us on YouTube or on Sky or Freeview or any of those. So, yeah, I think what it is, it's been that busy today that we've actually crashed the web. We've crashed the web. Stay with us, stay with us. Moving on. Okay, more big bundles. I need 2 hands for this. Here you go. Look at this.
Oh, they make your mouth water, don't they? Like cherry drops.
Oh, they do. That is a beautiful colour. Then now Botswana. Then hello, that's gorgeous. That could be the most incredible kit. Gorgeous garnet. Then hematite. Then incredible opal. Then some gorgeous greens of your agate. See what I mean? Can't fit it all in the hand. Then you've got some lovely black agate just here. Then you've got, is that sapphire? Iolite. Bengal iolite, no less. Then you have your wonderful fluorite in 2 separate strands, 2 different sizes. Then you have this wonderful pop of timeless elegance in your seed pearls. And last but by no means least, you have this beautiful Amazonite. That's a 13-strand bundle. Altogether should come to £90.85. Now I have to say, Tom, you have become a little bit of the king of bundles. You know that, don't you? You love a bundle, don't you?
Wow.
£3.30 per strand. That's £3.30 for your Bengal iolite. That's £3.30 for your hematite. £3.30 for your Amazonite. £3.32 for your Peruvian opal. For your seed pearls, I mean, they're normally about £15, aren't they, seed pearls?
Oh, gosh, yes.
They can be really expensive.
Yeah.
Grab it whilst you can. So it's a £50 pretty much saving, isn't it? £50 back into your pocket, jewellery makers. Check out those baskets. Amazing. Karen, Pauline, County Antrim, West Midlands. Leslie, congratulations to you. London's there as well. I mean, if you're watching for the first time and you're thinking, okay, I want to have a go. I want to have a go at jewellery making. Usually when you start a hobby, you have to, invest a good couple of £100 in most hobbies, don't you? With jewellery making, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you just need to have a basic toolkit.
Yeah.
And basic findings pack.
And this will also
threading.
not far off enter you into the prize draw.
exactly.
Not far off. You get your Get Started with Jewellery Maker DVD, 2 strands of genuine gemstones for free. So you're pretty much there, aren't you?
Exactly. It's a very reasonably priced hobby to start with, and then it's entirely up to you then where you want to take it. But it's probably, I mean, I've done so many things over the years and that, and this actually is probably the least inexpensive starter.
Yeah.
Out of all of them.
Absolutely.
I mean, even with card craft and that, you can't believe how much paper and card is now.
It's really expensive,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? Shall we do some brand new amber? Not 1 but 2, but 3. It's a family of amber. Oh, look at these. Or it's the suite. It's the pair of earrings and the pendant. These are gorgeous. Now, very regal-like design. It's never been on your screens previously before. I'll hold the large one up for you. And you can see, and this is literally, they're just sort of slightly smaller versions. It's beautiful, beautiful round cabochon. And look at that light. That's the sign of quality cognac amber when you can see the light glowing inside. You have that wonderful regality in that setting itself. Where I'm holding obviously is the little loop, so intended for your bail or just simply a jump ring, and just attach your shepherd hooks if you wanted to make that suite of jewellery. We said it earlier on, Linda, but literally taking amber, our amber opportunities in particular, and turning it into professional jewellery, not handmade, professional jewellery.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you can't, I mean, you're going to make professional jewellery with products like this. But when I first saw that come up onto screen then, I immediately had this vision of a brooch on a kilt pin type of finding. And then the larger, because I'm a bit asymmetric, so I'd have the larger one near the top of the kilt pin, and then I'd drop the other 2 on differing lengths of chain, silver chain, and have that as a sort of a pashmina brooch.
Oh, that would be gorgeous, yeah, because I said suite or earrings, and it doesn't have to be those things. That's the wonderful thing about these pendants. They don't have to be.
Exactly.
And your capabilities. Set in a huge amount of your precious metal and 925 sterling silver. Brand new premiere, so this is one of the smaller ones, and you can see you get one of the large 2. Being brought to you at an introductory deal. Amazing! Open and close the shepherd hook. It takes seconds to do. Pop it on, close it up again, job done. It is that simple, that simple. Well done already. I can see web bidders there. You may not be able to watch, but you're seeing the deals, aren't you? And you're jumping all over them. Congratulations. How many do we have of these available? Okay, we had a limited quantity of these. One thing that can never be said about our amber is that we scrimp on sterling silver.
No,
because
I was just thinking that, I mean, if you wanted to emulate that design yourself with all the separate components, you'd have to have the sterling silver gallery wire. I'm thinking that.
Which is, would be dearer than what's on your screen.
It would be. That's exactly what I was going to say. And then you need those gorgeous cabochons, and you're going to put your work input into it, your jump ring or whatever else, and then what you're going to use as a clasp or whatever. And at $27.95, it's just ridiculous. It just stands to reason that you buy it. You don't actually make that component from the gallery wire.
I don't think we could at that price, could we? Even with your own skill set.
No, you couldn't.
You would imagine, okay, I know I can make it for cheaper.
No,
you can't.
No,
you can't make it for cheaper than that price tag. Well, I think you'd be hard pushed anyway. Beautiful silversmith, amazing precious metal investment into this, and of course the quality of your amber. It's brand new. For me, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing a suite, but it could be so much more. You might have, I don't know, you might have you might wear this one and you might have 2 girls in your family.
That'd be nice, yeah. Oh, well, you've got to buy them.
Oh, it's going to get expensive, isn't it? Everything's going to get expensive.
Absolutely.
Ollie, you're going I knew this was coming. Ollie, how many do you need to multi-buy? But these are jewellery making prices. But can you imagine if you all wore the same little piece of jewellery? And I'm saying children, it could be grandchildren. You might be using this for friends, siblings, whichever it might be, a nice little family. I've noticed it because I'm studying interior design at the moment in my spare time. And there's these pictures that I keep seeing. If you look at it once, literally click on something, of course it constantly reminds you that you looked at these things, don't they? The internet, it's like Big Brother. And there was a photograph, it's a really beautiful, it's almost a drawing actually, of a lioness, and of course a lion, and then he's wearing the king's crown and she's wearing the queen's, and they're really nice pictures. And then you can buy the little cubs as well. It's really lovely for a family home, but I'm seeing that in jewellery, interpreted through the actual amber itself.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Okay. I mean, I haven't bought them, I've just seen them. I think they're fab. Absolutely fab. Right, we still have a beautiful star buy to bring you. I've got my eye on this star buy. I think it's absolutely exquisite. Topaz is the birthstone for November babies, and it is a gemstone which is blessed with incredible clarity. This is that gentle sky blue topaz. Not a single facet, and yet you still see the brilliance. That's coming up as a star buy, but not quite yet. Shall we bring you some what? Bead boxes? Yes. I'm meant to have two. These have been enormously popular because it's like a massive bundle plus the storage. Bringing you two of the same here. These are the black obsidian and the Dalmatian jasper. So the spots are obviously the Dalmatian jasper. You're getting them in the different sizes. So you actually get 4mm, 6mm, 8mm and 10mm. Times two. Great for your mala necklaces. Amazing for your stretchies, incredible for your macrame. You've got the storage additionally afterwards, which is quality storage, Linda, would you agree?
Definitely. I remember our original bead boxes.
Yeah.
The new boxes are light years better.
They are really,
yeah.
You could use these for your findings with confidence. You could use them with your sea beads, and each of those little intersection, the dividers, you can actually move around if you wanted to.
The thing about this bead box as well is the fact that it's virtually a kit.
Yeah, yeah.
Or, you know, several pieces of jewellery there. And also when you, as a beginner, if you just look at it, you will be inspired straight away into making jewellery.
Absolutely.
Whereas you're not confused by having a strand of this and a strand of that and a strand of the other, all in different colours. I mean, there's the place for that, don't get me wrong, totally place for that, for stash builders, but this is a kit inside a box.
I like that analogy, and I also think it would be amazing alongside your kits.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, alongside the new rings.
Don't you think we've had a huge shortage of Dalmatian jasper over the last 5 years?
And it's actually you can see straight away why we love it, why it's named that.
I love it to bits.
I always look at it and think, yes, I want to put a little bit of red in there and make a Cruella de Vil inspired piece of jewellery. Cruella de Vil. 12 strands in total.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 12 strands in total, plus the storage for £32 and 95 pence. Obsidian, again, like you said, a Dalmatian jasper has been very elusive. Thankfully, we've got it back in our vault now. Obsidian, the popularity of that gemstone has gone through the roof since Game of Thrones, because it's actually obsidian that they're actually referencing as dragon's glass. So yeah, these are two hugely popular gemstones. You know, if you just turn these into simple stretchy bracelets, which you would get heaps from.
Yeah, and I mean the sheer usefulness of these boxes for new jewellery makers in particular is the fact that you've got your 3 sizes in each colour. So you've got your 3 black and you've got your 3 Dalmatian jasper as well. Now, instinctively, again, I see that in a multi-stranded chunky looking necklace, mixing them all together like that. Not necessarily a strand of jasper, then a strand of the black, but just literally mixing everything.
Beautiful. Moving on. This is stunning. Is it Peruvian? I'm going to say, yeah, I thought so, because you can just tell
that gentle pink, can't you?
Yeah, you get this lovely glow. Hold up to the neckline. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? We are aware about the website, Jewellery Makers. We are trying to fix it. At the moment, our engineers are on the case. So Jewellery Makers, watch us on YouTube, or you can watch us on Sky or Freeview. Freeview 73. or on Sky. Yeah, we are aware about the website. Literally, the website's gone down, but you can still shop with us. You can still shop with us. Now, this is natural pink Peruvian opal, and oh, look at that. That's beautiful. It just glows. For me, there are big, 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 weighty design houses around the world that favour pink Peruvian opal rather. It's completely and utterly natural. This is a naturally occurring gemstone. You can dye opal, you can do that, but this not the case here. With Peruvian opal, the reason why I was asked the question is because you can almost tell because of its uniqueness. It's got this wonderful presence about it.
It has. It absolutely has. I agree with you completely. It's almost got this chalcedony-like glow to it, hasn't it? And this real gentleness. I mean, popping one of those into a strand of pearls, or vice versa, you know, a pearl into that. But yeah, it just looks so pretty against your neckline then, so incredibly sophisticated. Now that piece of jewellery that Ollie has just shown, if you replace the little blue beads with the blue topaz.
That's coming up at the end of this hour. That would be absolutely unbelievable. Genuine topaz, pink Peruvian. For £9.95. £9.95. I think anybody that loves rose quartz, that loves morganite, kunzite, you'll absolutely adore pink opal as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got that same feel about it, hasn't it? If you can feel with your eyes, you know what I mean? It's got that same
femininity.
Yes, exactly, femininity. And it mixes beautifully with the its brother, the blue opal.
Yeah, I agree.
Beautifully.
Well, jewellery makers, we're still not done. Still not done, because coming up is our finale star buy. Oh, goodness me, what a show already. I'm staying with you, though, because I'm going to be with you for the next 2 hours with the lovely Claire McDonald. We're still not letting go of our Linda Bromwell, though. I haven't called you our queen yet, have I? She is our queen here at Jewellery Maker. And talking of regality, a naturally brilliant forming gemstone with unsurpassable clarity up next in a star buy. Topaz has been highly revered for many different factors, and actually I discovered the latter part of 2019 that actually topaz has become the third most popular colour gemstone on the planet. I read that in an article. Now, whether that is still the case, I don't know, but of all your blues, sapphire is the number one. Then you have Tanzanite as number 2, and topaz is number 3. Which is understandable, really, because this is a gemstone which is 8 on the Mohs scale, so it's fantastically durable. It's only just behind your sapphires and your diamonds. And it is known for having unsurpassable clarity. This is a gemstone which often has little to no inclusions. You can get topaz in lots of different colours. You can have topaz which is completely colourless. We're back on the web, yay! We missed you. Sorry about that, technical issues. Yeah, so it's a gemstone that actually you can unearth. In fact, the majority of the world's topaz is actually unearthed in its colourless form, or a brownish-like colour. And then through advances and techniques, I've just realised something. Sorry, I've just had a light bulb moment. Okay, this is really special. So through advances, have you noticed that blue topaz, 99.99999% of the time, was actually irradiated? Yeah? Yeah? That irradiation process takes years. In fact, I think I have a sentence here. The rarest colours of topaz are red, which are almost never seen. Pure topaz is colourless, much like diamonds. But small substitutes can alter their natural colour. This is usually treated for further enhancement to achieve the most desired. I haven't even written in my years of notes anywhere here about natural topaz unless it is actually discussing the imperial.
Wow.
This is natural blue topaz.
Do you know what, Elle? I rarely say anything about how our stock is presented and delivered, but if you remove that temporary strand, which obviously is a deep blue, I can assure you, you know, with working with gemstones for the last 11 years now, I can assure you that that blue topaz will suddenly become much bluer once that blue thread's out.
Absolutely. And do you know, I remember, I'm thinking back, Tom will remember this as well, we launched natural blue on rocks, do you remember? And it all sold out on the USA channel, and it didn't have, I'm not talking about London blue or sky blue, it had a little soupçon, it had a little smidge of azure blue.
Exactly.
So this is one for collectors and connoisseurs.
Exactly.
I apologise, do you know what, I was talking to you about this and I was like, okay, yeah, so it's like sky blue topaz, it's been maybe treated for maybe 1 or 2 years to achieve that beautiful colour, and then I was like, no, wait a minute, there's no treatment here, this is completely and utterly natural, which makes it a massive opportunity for collectors that are out there. And then to be bringing it to you at $29.95 is just crazy. You're never going to find, I never say never, Elle, but you're not going to find topaz which is natural, firstly, with a London blue or a sky blue colour. Unbelievable. Check out those baskets, Jewellery Makers. I'm running out of time. Linda, thank you so much, and congratulations on a really beautiful bead launch.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you people out there very much indeed. And thank you, Elle.
Oh, lovely jewellery. It's always a pleasure. When are you back with us?
I'll be popping in and out on Sunday morning because Mikey B's coming on.
Yay!
So
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yes.
I'm really excited, yeah. So we've been talking, if you like, through the TV screen, so it'll be nice for him to join the family. Make sure you tune in for that, but do not go anywhere because I have got, she's our blonde bombshell. She's utterly beautiful. We've got Claire McDonald coming up next, and it's all about prong setting.
JewelleryMaker are proud to work alongside some of the biggest brands in the industry. Keep watching for these brands and many more here on JewelleryMaker.